We are live, folks. Hope everybody's living their best life on a Thursday night. Your boy Concept JT, Johnny Torres here with my dear friend, the human monster truck on his human birthing month, birthing week, nearly the birthing day, Perry Von Vicious in all his glory. He's giving double biceps away for free to kick off the stream, folks.
In this economy?
Can you believe that? Like the man's barefooted live. He's just giving it away.
I am in fact barefoot. For the right number of bits, I will ruin all of Twitch. I will show foot.
The ruiner.
I'm not above it.
He's been known as the ruiner many times over.
My remarks, welcome in.
Now that everybody is live,
Day Without Darkness, welcome.
Share the chat. Chat is shared. But yep, happy Thursday, everybody. Everybody rolling in. Hope it's been a wonderful Thursday. Hope your thirsty Thursday has been quenched, as it were. Now,
absolutely quenched. Reed Cooper, welcome in.
Hiya, pal. Hope you're doing well. I'm so mad that I missed Perry beating Maligula. I'm so happy that it happened.
Sorry. When you said Maligula, I went into the Muppets.
Maligula! Maligula!
Yeah, listen, people.
Maligula!
I think it's... Oh!
Maligula! Yep, write it down.
Delmi Exo just messaged me to ask me, why is John Hodgman in an Ozempic commercial? And now I'm having to explain to her that there are two people in that commercial, and the other one was the I'm a Mac guy. And they are reprising their roles these many years later as aging fellas who have put on a little weight. And that's how they're making their money.
Everybody's got a price.
I mean, you know, maybe he's using it. I don't know. For all I know, could be a big fan. Who knows?
Reed, I did see that as well. That was an interesting day of the internet, and that's when I decided that's enough internet for today.
Yeah, I did not see that. That's... Yeah, I'm with Elmira. There's lots of times I'm glad I'm hermetized and I miss things.
Yep, it makes things easier, I'll say that. Unfortunately, my algorithms figured me out, and they just know how to shove these things in my face, even when I'm like, I'm not looking for that today. Give me more Looney Tunes reels.
Yeah, I mean, mine's figured it out. I get tons of those. Looney Tunes and bowling clips.
I love that. I love that for you. Yeah, I get a fair amount of, you know, Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, etc. But it's like just replace the rest of the smut with more cartoons.
Smut? Good heaven. Tonight around 10 o'clock, a rare and beautiful event will take place. Oh, it's the Moonlight Jellies again. We did that before, right?
Yes, we did. It's our second year of it. We're old vets at it now. By
Big
that,
year.
I mean we just walk around. So now, I gotta plant these trees in this damn greenhouse. He's jealous of that.
He's jealous of that.
All right. Got our landmark for the apples. Ew.
Maybe the most delayed I've ever been on the sound effect thing. You and I both made the joke out loud, and like it dawned on me a few minutes later, like, oh. I just reached up and hit the button with no context and realized that's going to seem weird.
If I had a sound effect right now, it'd be Chris Farley going, whoops-a-daisy. Get my gear. My buddies, my pals, my amigos.
Chosen blood.
We gotta upgrade.
Adam NX67, welcome in.
Chosen.
We did see the Double Fine news. Someone
Yes. They are
I forget
again.
who.
It was Awesome Max, I believe.
Yes, it was Awesome Max. Shared it in the Discord. I can only think that that's. I mean, obviously, there's going to be some trade-offs in terms of like funding for them because of that. But like, that's got to be, at least from the creatives on staff, that's got to be heralded as good news, right?
Yep. If they're gonna go back to the original kind of design expectations that Double Fine had, in which games took a long time, but they were always, very good, and they had their novelty with them every step of the way. So Microsoft, if anything, as Reed Cooper just said in the chat, Microsoft is kind of just like a quiet backer for them for the most part.
Well, that's good. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised that they're dropping some of those studios now because, like, their gaming division is kind of bleeding money at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
like,
a tough time for them right now. Like, they're not the hardware leader, nor do they have, like, the novelty market cornered, because the Switch has the novelty market cornered, and Sony has the better platform for just overall horsepower. Like, I have a PS5. I love that thing. Everything runs smooth as butter on that thing. Nothing hiccups.
Who knows? One day I may get a modern gaming system. I think I need to get myself a little bit more, into modern games before.
I agree. I think you're in a good spot. I've already got a couple games on my list. I'm like, okay, because like I've somewhat charted what a modern gaming evolution looks like. As somebody that's kind of towed that weird gap where, like, I grew up in retro games, but then I kept with it and learned modern games and stuff. Like, if there's anybody that's very comfortable bridging this gap, I'm very comfortable writing a map for you. A gaming cartographer, if you will.
It's been very helpful.
I do think have been pretty good so far.
They've been great. I'm a little up in the air after this coming Tuesday when I do the Psychonauts cleanup episode. Even if we don't fully finish everything in Psychonauts on that stream, I'm willing to say like one stream of cleanup makes me feel pretty okay.
And I'll like not to even. One stream is probably fine depending on how long you go and how easy it is to find everything, because there's 2 levels to clean up in Psychonauts. It's once you finish the game and you fast travel, it shows you the individual sections of level where there's still stuff that you haven't found, so you don't have to backtrack everything. It's a really condensed, streamlined, efficient way of cleaning up the individual levels. And then
I like that.
There's the outdoor areas that you'd found and probably just used for the objectives. But then you probably noticed a bunch of cards buzzing around and people to talk to and stuff. So in my mind, it's like 2 more streams, but they're 2 different cleanup streams. One is like all the level cleanup, and then one is like spelunking the forest. And I'd save that for last because I think that is pure, unadulterated joy, because it's all the family members of Raz giving you side quests and stuff. And you get to find out the extent of what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I can be sold on 2 more weeks of it, which is good because it's going to take me at least that long to figure out what takes that slot on Tuesdays. Like, I had talked for a while about doing like sort of a wild card day where things change, where I'm not always doing the same thing. I'd talked about like, maybe I'm going to pick like a retro game that I play all the way through, like some classic. And then like there's a few things you sent me.
Yeah, if there's one theme I'd encourage for whatever it is you choose, play whatever it is from beginning to end. Like, make Tuesday like a long-form gaming where it's going to be week after week. I'm playing this to completion type day.
Yeah, I mean that's what Monday is too currently, because I've been on Silksong forever now.
And you will for a bit longer.
Well, yeah, considering I'm not even halfway through the game and I've been playing it since like, I don't know, what was it, like November or something? October, November.
It's the best crash course to modern but retro enough gaming. Like Silksong felt like a proper, like, we're going to bring you into the modern world. Let's bring you in with a 2D side scroller, so that's a modality you're already very familiar with, but all these modern mechanics mixed in. So it felt like this is a really good place for Perry to start.
Yeah, it has felt like a pretty safe first pick.
Like just the
I
side
say
scroller,
safe,
but
like
yeah,
that undersells what the game is.
yeah, it's just enough new with enough familiar at the same time, and it's been a blast to watch you go through it, and yeah, man, the best is yet to come. We gotta upgrade you.
Yeah, first light would be very unlikely to be on the stream, just because I have a pretty strict no gun violence games rule.
Like the closest we've even gotten to broaching that topic is the Mass Effect games. For anybody that's played Mass Effect in the chat, you know that can be a shooter. Alternatively, you can play primarily tech and primarily psychic, and by that proxy, never really have to touch the guns at all. So that's as close as we've gotten to parry and a gun adjacent game, and that's because Mass Effect has one of the greatest stories ever told. That's where my mind is at with that pitch, folks.
So rule for you personally, or just a rule as a whole? It's my stream, so the two are kind of one and the same. But yeah, it's just I have no real desire to stream games with gun violence. Like the closest that I've done with that, like I will allow the overly cartoony like laser guns in the old Ninja Turtle games that the bad guys shoot at you, or like the finger guns in Cuphead. Oh, you meant non-stream. Well, I don't really play video games at all when I'm not on stream, so. Right. In that regard, the rules are also it's all kind of the same. Like I think if not counting checking if games work and just doing tech stuff to prep for a stream, I think I can count on one hand the number of hours of video games I've played off stream in the last decade.
Yeah, can confirm.
Yeah, for someone who are we going to this festival thing? I just realized it's been going on for an hour.
Yeah. Should do that. To the beach.
I'm going as fast as my tiny little cartoon legs will carry me.
Sorry. Billy Gunn is out. No, sorry. Now Billy from Billy and Chuck we can allow because the word gun is not in it.
Oh. Oh, I mean, we can allow him during the DX era too, because we just call him Mr. Ass.
Oh yeah. All right.
And there's ways around it. You know, like I could see playing GoldenEye 007, but I would have to use slaps and the knife only. Oh no! Right. Now it's telling me I have to go to sleep. I'm too late to make it to the beach.
Wait, really?
I'm not going to make it. Yeah, I got lost. It's 12:10 a.m. I'm not going to make it.
Okay. Well,
by the time I get to the thing, it's going to be like, nope.
All right. Well, I'm just going to go back then.
Yep, I'm running back.
Good luck. We're waiting for you.
Yeah, have fun, festival. Sorry, I lost track of the day, and neither of us thought it was going on. Yeah, like I'm going to get back to my house at just about the 1 o'clock mark.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, cutting it pretty close.
Okay, it's fine.
Watched the whole video today that had me tear up a little bit. Billy Gunn play wrestling with his son as a little kid. So that's not Billy Gunn.
What do you mean?
You are actually thinking of a Scotty 2 Hottie video.
Yeah.
I know the one you're talking about.
They hit the same spots in the match that they did on the bed.
Yep.
No, that was quality.
I believe on the call for that match is Troy Nelson. If not, were you at that one, or is that one you had to sit out?
Oh no,
or is that you solo and Troy was at Rad?
No, the Scotty 2 Hottie Keegan match was the Portland Expo, and that was me and Troy.
Okay. Yep, you guys were both there. That's right. Yeah.
There's one match that I think is me and Sam Laterna. I want to say it's the trios match that happens.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I
Yeah.
don't think I
So
hopped
if
off on
you
that one.
if you've seen that exact clip we're talking about with Scotty Too Hottie, the original clip of that match, the commentary is Mr. Johnny Torres here with our friend Troy Nelson.
I missed that, man. You got to go watch
Whoa,
some
it's
baseball soon.
Definitely fall now.
Yes, it is, because it was the last day of summer yesterday. Now I got to kill all these crops that didn't grow.
I mean, Billy and his sons, I'm sure, also wrestled when they were kids. I'm sure they did, but they haven't yet had that silly video come out like Scotty Too Hottie did. Encrypted, welcome in.
Hiya, pal. Hope you're doing well. I've scythed everything. So.
Yeah, I'm clearing my area at the same time.
Perfect. Voila.
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with the area in front of my house. I've never done anything except clear everything out.
Well, maybe we can buy you some seeds and put down some sprinklers, and maybe you got a stew going.
Oh. I'm gonna run to Walmart and get some hummingbird feeder. You should get a hummingbird feeder. Those things rule.
I have 2 of them in the backyard, one on either side of the yard, and yeah, they just ping pong back and forth. And then we got like regular bird feeders in between, and we've been getting some new breeds of birds this year. And yeah, I understand how the moment somebody turns about 35 is when they really get into bird watching and ornithology and all that, because, man, post 35 bird appreciation is through the roof.
Yeah, my wife may or may not be out right now taking video, audio, and pictures of the birds in our yard.
Bless.
So yeah,
and because
it definitely.
You have a whole different ecosystem. I can't imagine the birds that you get.
Oh, it's wild.
God.
Wild. We've definitely had bald eagles land in the backyard. Like 3 different species of hawk back there.
Oh hell yeah! You get hawk and animal. That's so sick.
I was gonna say yeah, Mike Hegstrom back there just flying around.
Listen to the call of the hawk.
Yeah, that's the one, Elmira. That's the one.
Hell yeah. Yeah, what do we want?
Yep, yeah. Bird flies over. Well.
Listen to the majestic call of the hawk now. Well. Alright, what are we gonna... We plant grapes and berries outside of Perry's house.
Ah, yes, Perry's Vineyards.
Wait. It's the first. What do you say we get 8 of these? That's good. That's good. We start up Perry's pumpkins.
Oh, yeah, probably in a pumpkin patch. What happens if I just start walking into people's yards and cutting their trees down? Do I get yelled at for that?
I don't know if they care all that much. To be fair, I don't know if I've done it.
I mean, I kind of don't want to try. That's not really the kind of behavior I want to model for my viewers.
Just think, if somebody came into your yard and chopped down one of your trees, how would you feel?
Well, probably pretty fucking furious. We two gosh, it was more than that. It was like 3 or 4 winters ago, because it was while the world was shut down. I guess maybe 5 winters ago. This crew just shows up in the front yards of every house in our neighborhood and just started hacking down the first 15 feet of trees because they needed them away from the power lines. And like, I was like, it's just as well, because when we try to pull out of the driveway, it's pretty hard to see with some people's trees. Like, yeah, like I was okay with that. And then I was like, oh man, I wonder, we have a fire pit. What are they doing with all that wood? And I had to walk out Larry David style and be like, do you respect wood? I
hope
walked
that's
out and I said,
exactly
so,
how you said it.
I said, you guys, do you guys have to take all the logs that you pulled down, or does it matter? And they were like, we're going on lunch break in a bit. When we come back, we have to clean everything up. We're not allowed to leave everything behind, but we are going on lunch break in a bit. And the guy gave me the like,
yeah, the wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
because our one wheelbarrow was not big enough for these logs. We since have a bigger one. We have one of those wagon ones that like still would struggle with it a little, but I could make it work.
You could.
But my yard was in 8 inches of snow, so it wouldn't have worked anyway. So I literally just walked up and was slinging these massive logs over my shoulder and just marching them to the backyard. And we still have this huge stack of these awesome logs. And every once in a while, when I need to run the fire pit, I'll go back there because we also don't own a chainsaw. I'll go back there with just the regular old hand saws and just start hacking it to bits.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, a couple of them that were like, a couple of the ones that were really wide and really short.
Those neighbors
they're
just have the best entertainment.
They're looking outside and going, boy, that giant's really been going at that log for a while. Paul Bunyan looks really inexperienced at this.
Perry Bunyan.
A chainsaw? Yeah, I wish I had a chainsaw. Instead, I'm using hand saws like some kind of baby. You know, that's how we do in New England. We give the babies hand saw.
It's just as well. You would have cut off somebody's arms and legs with it.
Well, and then he'd get all indignant on me. He'd be like, hey, man, I was just being sarcastic. Well, that's just great. How was I supposed to know that? I'm not a mind reader, for crying out loud. Besides, now he's got a really cute nickname, Torso Boy. So what's he complaining about?
Shout out to Torso Boy watching at home on Twitch.
Shouts out to Torso Boy, who used to be one of the mods over on the OwlCon when they used to have the Weird Al convention every year in the 90s. The OwlCon message boards. Shouts out to old school internet.
God, they did so much. Did so much alchemy there.
Somewhere 15-year-old Perry was like a good pal to all those people. Just getting in the chats, correcting them about stuff they didn't know. Amateurs.
Old amateur hour.
Folks, I am a mere 12 days. Can that be right? I'm a mere 12 days away. No, it's less than that. Oh my God, it's less. Nine days? I'm a mere nine days away. I'm seeing Weird Al Yankovic and Puddle's Pity Party at the Boston Garden. Folks, huge stretch goal. I'm just going to say it now. If we somehow on Saturday blow like $150 past, no, $100, $100 will do it. If we blow $100 past the proposed goal that'll be up there on Saturday, then on the 21st, next Tuesday, I will take Delmy to her first ever Weird Al concert at Tanglewood. Come on, guys, it's my birthday.
Summertime for Weird Al in Lenox, Mass.
Da, 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 da.
Shot out of a cannon, folks. That's what you can expect on these streams. You like cannons,
folks,
don't you?
This is reminder number one that this Saturday we will be live starting at 8:30 a.m. for some pre-show shenanigans for the all-day stream, the Perry birthday stream, as I turn in age.
35.
And don't look a day over 42.
Don't read into that.
Yeah, don't think about it too hard. It's not
Blood will
important.
shoot out your nose.
But we will be live from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. here on twitch.tv/Perry Von Vicious. And I'll be doing 2000s wrestling game roulette. Have a spinner wheel all set up, ready to go. Each game is, what I've decided is each game is guaranteed guaranteed to get 30 minutes.
Interesting.
And that 30 minutes is only if I really turn out to hate that game.
A downside guarantee of 30 minutes.
Yeah,
And then,
but more than likely when we hit that 30 minutes, because most of the games seem good. When we hit that 30-minute mark, I'm probably just going to say, nah, this one gets the hour.
Yeah.
Once we're past that hour, it will be up to you all to get me to change if you're not enjoying the game anymore, if you want a fresh game. We're going to have a bit alert that will trigger me to spin the wheel again, or a slightly more expensive bit alert where you can pick from the remaining games on the list and you can tell me which game to play next. And that will go on from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah, that's what you see. That's how we tie it all together. That'll all go on until 9 p.m. And then from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., it's the karaoke concert, our big closeout to the day, featuring special mystery guests. Right now, there are only 3 people who know who this mystery guest is. Johnny Torres knows. My wife knows because this person is coming to our home. And the guest knows because...
So folks, this might narrow it down because you're like, okay, well, who will Perry's wife allow into the home?
You know what's crazy is this is, and Johnny Torres, you will think this is especially crazy because you know who the guest is. This will be that person's first time ever setting foot in my home.
Yeah, that is mental.
That's crazy, right?
I don't know what to make of that.
That seems like it can't possibly be correct, but it is.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever come up, and I'm really happy that that's happening live on stream so I can just properly be...
Reed, what are you saying? Perry doesn't know is what we were saying? What? I'm confused.
Sea cucumbers. Perry doesn't know is what we're saying.
Sea cucumbers was some time ago.
I just happened to notice that above, and it was another Reed Cooper. So I want.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I guess I also know. So that does technically make 4 Reed. That's true.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Johnny Torres and my wife cooked this up and found someone to come be a guest. Maybe I asked both of them and they were like, not a chance. And so they found me an alternate.
It's Mike Myers, folks. We're bringing him in from Canada.
Oh, man, that dude that kills all those kids at that camp?
The other one. Austin Powers, yes.
The other one.
The other one.
You're so willing to be forgiving on that.
Oh, behave.
The clue makes it sound like it'd be Rip, because that'd be weird. It does make it sound like that. I will not... Look, as I've said before, I say it's not everyone. Right. Everyone we mention, I just say it's not that person. Not friend of the not noted friend of the family, Jeff Jarrett.
No, of course not. They wouldn't sing a series of country music ballads together that have been carefully curated over time.
Oh, man. Oh, I am adding With My Baby Tonight to the playlist for karaoke. That's so smart. Oh, that's so smart.
You see how this works, folks?
Man, that song was a jam.
Yep. And I don't give him a lot of credit for anything. You know me.
Well,
but I'll give him credit for that.
To be fair, it ain't him on the song.
Yeah.
So you don't have to give him any credit for it.
A lot of people give Jimmy Hart credit for Girls in Cars, but that's not him on that song. That's that other guy. Something Coltrane or something.
Rick Derringer?
No, the other one.
Oh.
I'm going to look this up. It's the right thing to do. Girls in Cars. Got it to Strike Force watching at home on Twitch.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, Paul.
Rick Martel loves this stuff. It's not even a Coltrane, but it's a Coltrane because I was thinking of the first name. There's a Robbie Coltrane. It's Robbie Dupree.
Oh. Are you sure that's not pronounced Rene Dupree?
No relation.
I think you're... Oh, new music going.
chilling
Oh,
out
look
for
at
fall.
that. You built a bunch of stuff out in the yard. Cool.
Yeah, I put up a bunch of sprinklers and started up Perry's pumpkins and got some grapes and a sunflower.
Now, how do we make a garden here so that it gets the colors and looks like the Mickey Mouse garden in front of the front gates of Disneyland? How do we do that?
There are, and I don't know if the colors will. Well, hold on. I'm gonna have to dip back to the shop and see how serious I can make this for you. I think it's possible. I just need to see what kind of plants are available and what kind of color scheme we can. But we can do it.
And to Reed Cooper, I mean, it depends on who you're talking about. I think fans don't realize that, but I think people in the wrestling industry definitely know that relationship.
The Armstrongs, and there's a reason that, like, even though Cody's talking about his own, there's also more than one royal family. Like,
there's like several.
There's a whole lot of them. Armstrongs are in that conversation.
I say the Armstrongs, the Harts.
Yep.
Mayafias
slash.
That's right. The Anoa family for sure. I mean, that's obviously who he like. I assume that's who his royal family line is mostly a dig at these days. Like that's who you would mostly attribute it to.
Hearts could be up there, but there's not a heart in the driver's seat right now outside of Natty and Dungeon 2.0 and etc.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like McMahon, but like depending on how you view who is and isn't a McMahon, they're mostly out of it too.
Right. They'll be fair. Like, they'll forever be synonymous with, Shane taking giant bumps off the stage and Stephanie having a bit of a women's championship run, and she was constantly in the picture, whether it be as an authority figure or as an actual wrestler. Like, she's got her tenure. They all have their tenure in that regard. But yeah, no, then in terms of out of the ring, real life legacy, how does that translate? And that's up to you to decide, because everybody's a little different about it.
And then you also think like the Von Erichs. Now you can argue the Gunn family, because his kids are in there.
Yep. No, you're seeing more and more second generations coming into play. That this number is just going to keep going up.
Yeah, there's a few of them that like they rolled in. It seemed like they were going to be a big deal, and then they disappeared. Specifically, Kurt Hennig's kid.
Oh,
I know he's on hard times now, but like, man, that was one when I saw some of his early stuff down in FCW. I was like, oh, this kid could do something.
Powerful upside. I wholeheartedly agree. And I'm
Ickabeans, welcome in.
Hiya, pal. Hope you're doing well.
Yep. I mean, even like the because now we can also consider the Wyndham and Rotunda families both part of that for sure.
I mean, that
Steiners.
That presence jumped up real quick.
Steiners for sure now.
Yep. There was a chance. There was a chance for DiBiase, and that went the way it did. But there's been there was a chance for Cody Hall.
NXT has a legacy stable now. Huh. I had no idea. I haven't, again, I'm so out of touch with the product. I feel bad because like I have a lot of friends there and I like would love to keep up with what they're doing, but
yeah. It's so case by case for me. Like I followed NXT when Casanova Carmelo was doing his thing down there, and then I'll read the results of what he's doing. And outside of that, nothing else terribly registers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're Daniel Bryan in my head. Fickle. I'm like, well, that's always been me though, ain't it?
But yeah, Reed, I think the difference is I don't watch and I don't keep up. Like that's,
I get the
I've fallen off.
I get Instagram stuff across mine every now and then, and I will read like The Torch or something like that. Well, for one thing, they don't target me with ads, so that's one reason why I'm happy to read them, because I won't see them on my algorithm. I have to go to them independently, which is nice. It feels like how it used to be.
It was like the old days.
It feels like the old days. How are the trees? Let's see. Look great.
So we were you were about to explain to me whether we would be able to grow a garden patch that looks like the Mickey Mouse garden in front of Disneyland.
I gotta go look at the flower selection. We might be able to do it in the greenhouse, because that would require like multiple seasonal flowers, and in the greenhouse is season agnostic. So let's see what we got. They don't tell me what color it is. I can look the bloody thing up, because Stardew Valley's community is incredible with keeping up with the wiki.
Nerds.
Shout out to all the wiki editors watching at home on Twitch that are now tuning off because they've been called nerds.
No way. Shout out to the nerds. Nerds deserve shout outs.
Let's hear it for the nerds.
I love that song.
Exactly. Okay. So, hey, you're not telling me anything. So, salt the Book of Armaments. Flowers of it. It says it's like a random color. I don't like that. I need to be able to know what color it is. Otherwise, the garden won't work. Well, it'll work.
True.
Not the way we want it to. General? I need this random color bit. Yeah, it's a fairy rose. Okay, so yeah, that is a pink. So there are pinks and purples right now, and the yellow sunflower seeds.
Ah.
So this season, that's all we have access to. What colors do I'm assuming you need probably poppies if you need red and white for Mickey.
Pulling up an image here to reference.
We're working on it, folks. Santino's kid, Pillman, and Dempsey. Bobby Dempsey?
Bobby Dempsey's in NXT? Let's go.
Oh, what's old is new again. Bless. Oh, no, it might be Regal's. Regal's kid is also Dempsey. Yeah, that's right.
Dempsey Regal? That's a terrible name.
Yeah, no,
Never catch on.
I don't like it either. It's a good rib
Wait,
on,
no,
like,
are you saying Bobby Dempsey is Regal's kid?
No. Derek Dempsey might be Regal's kid. Shout out to Derek Dempsey watching at home on Twitch. And Bobby Dempsey,
Derek.
too. And Tank Tolland.
Ah, yes. Owner of Toland House Cookies.
God, right? I'm a neighbor to his whole town. Tolland, Connecticut. Yes.
There's no way that Bobby Dempsey is older than William Regal. I think there's a couple of decades difference there in Bobby's favor.
No.
There's no way Bobby Dempsey's 55. Hang on.
Nope. I'm at it.
Yeah, me too.
If there's anybody knows, it's Cage Match. Of course, that's when they do it. 1984, so he's 5 years older than me. So he's.
Let's say 1984, so he is my age.
Yeah, he is 42.
He is 42.
Yeah, he is 42.
And let's see, William Regal.
Derek Dempsey.
William Regal is currently 58. So there is a 16-year age difference. So William Regal would have had to have been very busy, I suppose, as a young man. But still. Yeah, of course Bobby's only 42.
Doesn't look a day over 41.
He looks fantastic for 42. We all do.
I hope I look that good at 42.
Me too.
You're already there.
Well, I got a couple more days.
Take a look around. Shout out to Lone Star watching at home on Twitch.
Ah, yes, Lone Star Runner.
I mean, that could be any way you want. It could be any old cowpoke.
Hey, Marzipan.
That made me think of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. David Marzipan.
Reed Cooper says age makes no sense.
Time
I think
is
it
a
makes
man-made construct.
age makes exact perfect sense. It moves at the exact same speed for everyone in the exact same direction.
Just because some Gregorian says that that's how it's supposed to go.
My remarks. Okay, I have a question, and I swear it's not about the witch's brew.
Nicely
done.
You're allowed.
Nicely done. Oh, I need some Homestar sound effects on here.
You need some Space Ghost?
Oh, that's true. I mean, even if it was just a button that I could hit that was Strongbad's voice going, deleted. Like, that would be pretty good.
I need individual bit alerts for Space Ghost, Brack, and Zorak.
Woo. All right, it's about the witch, bro.
Bravo.
Well done.
Bravo. Salute.
I got a rusty spur. I suppose I should take that to the museum, huh?
Does it say that that Gunther would like to see it in your
No,
inventory?
of course not. It says, an old spur that was once attached to a cowboy's boot. People must have been raising animals in this area for many generations. That's it. But it does say it's an artifact.
We might.
Email.
You can sell it if it doesn't say Gunther wants it, or Gunther can tell you more about it at the museum, then you can sell it.
I know I've asked about these before, but copper ore or gold ore?
Copper ore or gold ore, you can go ahead and hold on. There's copper ore, there's gold ore, there's iron ore. Hot damn! Yeah, this chest that I'm standing by right here. Oh damn! Oh damn! Oh damn!
What about a dwarvish helm? We need that?
Same thing, Gunther.
Nope, nothing for Gunther.
Okay, you can sell it then.
What about a chewing stick?
Wait, can you wear it? Is it an artifact or is it a...
It is. It's an artifact.
Then yeah, you can sell it, and that's a shame that you can't wear it.
Reed Cooper, the drive tomorrow for me, oddly enough, I was looking this up. Going there, it's a little over an hour and a half. Somehow the drive coming back is supposed to take a little over 2 hours. I don't know. Like,
there's something about there's a wormhole by Lowell.
Oh yeah.
I'm convinced.
The worm lol.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Somebody here gets it. But yeah, no, the people who live by Lowell are like, everything's fine. No, it's not. It's clearly
I can't imagine that it's a so it's the same route both directions, Reed, and it can't be a traffic thing because I'm going to be driving back at like 11 at night, and ain't nobody on Route 2 in Massachusetts at 11 at night. Just me and the deer. Yes, Elmira Marks, I am, you're asking Encrypted Cryptid. Wait, what did Encrypted Cryptid say?
Everybody is chaotic.
You know,
now who's going to chaotic? That is the question.
No, it doesn't seem to be a roadwork thing either.
Big rib.
As far as I can tell.
They're going to shut down the entire pike and all of Route 2 and every way that you could possibly go home.
Okay, well, then all-day stream's off, guys. Sorry, Torres. I'm going to have to just do a variety stream instead one day.
Yeah, it's just going to be Sunday as an all-day stream somehow instead, and then you'll mix it in with a care segment.
Too much.
Yep.
$5 for every year of my life. No, I think it's just one of those things where for some reason coming home is going to take longer. And what really sucks is I'm taking Route 2 on the way home. There are no stops on Route 2. Like, so I need to find food before I leave that town, or else I'm just starving the whole way home.
I used to call it the Too Bad Highway, and now ever since Southpaw Regional Wrestling, it is the Chad Too Bad Highway in my head.
The Chad, yeah.
Because
Route Chad,
do you want to
too bad.
stop somewhere? Too bad.
Too bad.
Do you need gas? Too bad.
Too bad.
Do you need food? Too bad.
Too bad.
It's the
Guys, alert 102. If someone wants to cheer 102 bits, that'll set off the Chad Too Bad alert.
There you go. It's not the same. Your bits are way better off with Perry's bit alert segment.
Elmira Marks, do you work for Ocean State Job Lot's marketing department?
Because you need a raise.
This is night
hold
3
on.
in
Reed
a
H.
row.
Cooper had a question, and the answer is too bad.
Yeah, too bad.
It's one lane.
Everything's
most
closed.
of it, your car's gonna get hit.
Yeah, everything's closed. It's one lane. It is the sticks. It is the middle of nowhere.
Even the sticks, it feels offensive to other places labeled the sticks.
I don't even know that there's an Ocean State Job Lot anywhere near me or where I'm going.
The twigs, I would call it.
There was one in Northampton, not far from here, but in the wrong direction for where I'm going tomorrow. It went out of business like 6 months ago.
The brush? I don't know. We'll see. I have an Ocean State Job Lot about a town over from me. I rather enjoy what they carry. They have various flavors from the Peanut Butter Company. Real ones know about the Peanut Butter Company. And yeah, I'll frequent my Ocean State Job Lot when I'm feeling a new varietal of peanut butter. Don't worry, Perry. Next time we're on a road trip, we'll bring you to an Ocean State Job Lot.
Like, I've been to them before.
Well, it seems like you're due.
I guess. I don't know. It's fine. Guys, this episode brought to you by Ocean State Job Lot.
We brought Perry to an LL Bean, and he had a blast.
No, not Gardner. Northampton, Elmira Marks. Gardner is like almost an hour from me. This is the thing about living in the middle of frickin' nowhere.
You live by one of the live music capitals of Western Massachusetts.
Which one?
Well, I mean, the Gin Blossoms are playing near you soon.
Oh, the treehouse.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I just hate it.
It used
I don't
to be
want it in my
nowhere.
backyard.
It used
I don't
to
want
be
it in my
nowhere.
backyard.
Now
It's
you're
still
going to have
nowhere.
a whole bunch of strangers singing Hey Jealousy.
Yeah, so for one night it'll be somewhere.
The beautiful side of somewhere. Wait, that's the wallflowers. Anyways.
I mean, they already had, like, in the course of 1 week already, they had Jason Mraz and someone else who's, like, a major act. But, like, I don't know. It's interesting. It's like, oh, yeah, that's the live music capital. It's like, yeah, except only for acts that were famous 20 years ago.
Yep. I mean, you're doing better than the Webster is these days.
Hey.
The
I'm going to see
Webster
Steam
doesn't
Powered
even have-
Giraffe.
No, they don't even have bands anymore.
I'm going to see Steam Powered Giraffe there in
That's
October.
like the one band that they're having around. Because, good Lord, the whole summer is like painted rave
GCW,
DJ
and that's it?
parties and the occasional GCW show that they do once a quarter. Like, that's as close as they get. Like, there's no pop punk there anymore. I have to go to the Space or the Palladium for that.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say there's like almost no touring pop punk bands anymore, except for the ones that play massive stadiums.
And I don't know.
This
There's
is-
a bunch that are still super East Coast that are still doing small shows.
Yeah.
If anything, they're getting
Well, it's just-
more
this is-
nostalgic.
Yeah, well, that's just it, is the nostalgic thing. Like, this is what happens as we get older, is all that music that we used to see in little venues now is in giant stadiums because we're all older and have money.
And some of them
So they're like,
get
oh.
it. Some of them I understand. Like, the Deftones can be a stage show. But, like, I don't need to see state champs at the TD Garden. I could, like, why they don't benefit much from pyro. Why are we even worried about making that kind of transition? I don't know.
I don't think any
weird.
I don't think any pop punk band needs pyro.
No.
I think it's kind of honestly like if you have
the only one that comes to mind, and they at this point are pop punk adjacent, is Fall Out Boy. And that is
and
when
even
that's Grand
don't need
Theft
pyro.
Autumn. The Grand Theft Autumn when the guitar intro is done right before the vocals kick in, and they do the little forward series of bottle rockets. It's just one shot. It's not very loud, but it's just enough to be like, hey, here comes the vocals. And that's because that song's an all-timer. Does it need it? Probably not.
On my remarks, I'll even say that, like, I don't know. If you're only playing the biggest city in a given state, like, to me, that's
Ballroom.
so un-punk rock to be like, yeah.
Crystal Ballroom, I saw Tiny Moving Parts there. That was the show that I was initially going to bring you to, and something came up or something. But it was like Tiny Moving Parts, Grey Wind. That was the Hyber show. That was where I first saw Hyber.
Right, that was the Hyber show.
Was at the Crystal Ballroom. And yeah, that place is crazy. Crystal Ballroom is really cool. It's like Palladium upstairs, but a full venue. And I say that only because you actually have to go up a flight of stairs.
Yeah, Reed Cooper, I've seen Green Day live, and they were really great when I saw them, but they were still playing the kind of like in-between sized venues. Like, they weren't quite up to a Barclays or a Garden. They were like, I think I saw them at the Centrum in Worcester.
Riot
and
Fest.
Yeah, like, the outdoors is different. Outdoors will always just feel like Warped Tour. But like when they're at the in-between era, like you can get up on the stage and it feels like a smaller venue. To me, like, I don't know, for me, just punk rock doesn't work in a giant venue. It just doesn't work. It doesn't feel right. The energy is lost. Like, you're so distant from the show. It doesn't jam the same way.
Like when we went to the casino show to see Dropkick Murphys, the Menzingers, and Teenage Bottle Rocket.
Yeah.
Dropkick Murphys were the ones that felt the most at home on a larger, higher production value stage. Like, I enjoyed the Menzingers and I enjoyed Teenage Bottle Rocket, but yeah, some of the luster, I would say, I guess is the way to put it, it just wasn't the same.
Yeah, like I've seen Dropkick at Pearl Street, and I've seen them at that massive arena at Mohegan, and to compare the two is night and day. The small venue is way better. You feel the energy.
Yeah, the Menzingers is the same way.
Yeah, like to see them in the huge venue, it's like you're watching them on TV or on like YouTube or something. It doesn't even feel like you're really in the room.
Right, like I've seen the Menzingers everywhere that I possibly could in New England at this point for the most part. Like Webster Main Stage, Webster Underground, Palladium, out in Boston at the Roadrunner, out at Citizens Bank by Fenway there, one we saw less than JCat. House of Blues. Yes.
To Elmira Marx's response there, yeah, Teenage Bottle Rocket made, like, I wasn't really familiar with them at all before we saw them on that show.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Made me instant fans. Instant fans.
They're friggin' great. I'm pretty sure where I first heard them was one of the backyard wrestling games. I'm pretty sure it was Skate or Die is in one of those games.
Oh, well, we're going to find out on Saturday.
If the wheel cooperates. Damn you, fates.
I mean, or if someone pops a bit alert and they decide to choose we're playing one of those games, then we'll know.
I mean, a direct trip to Biddy City. You turn the right alley in that city, you can get just about anywhere.
You know, that's how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I've realized just from like experience going to different size venues for different types of shows is like, to me, the three things that do not work in giant venues for me are magic, comedy, and punk rock. once you break the like 500 person room feel, I just have no use for it. It doesn't feel right.
That threshold definitely puts that into perspective a bit more.
Yeah. Like it's
I think it also
and there's a little wiggle room on that.
Yeah, in each of these, it feels like there's a couple, like it feels like a food pyramid of exceptions. Like there's like a 3% that could probably that seem like they kill from their live specials, whether it be on the comedy side, your Robin Williams, your current day Adam Sandlers, where it seems like they could entertain a room of any given size with the same act. And then music has a couple of those to some extent. Maybe not so much in the punk region. Well, Green Day I feel like can entertain a room of any size now because they have such a breadth of.
Well, and honestly, like going to their show doesn't feel like a punk show though. It's a pop show.
It's a variety show.
Yeah. So like that's it, they've evolved to make their show different enough that it size of a venue doesn't matter.
They're very similar to the Foo Fighters in that regard, in that they have a series of interactive elements that are very similar to one another. They both like to bring a fan up on stage and have them play an instrument for a given song.
To be fair, they were doing that long before the Foo Fighters. They were doing that in the mid 90s before the Foo Fighters had like really solidified.
Right. But generally speaking, just in terms of the two of the last Riot Fest headliners I've seen within the past couple of years and similarities, I guess I'm just talking about like current era. But no, I hear you there.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Green Day forever has been one of the more interactive bands, and in fact probably turned it around for the rest of the scene.
For sure. The one that I really like, unless you're like a musical comedy act, then I really don't. The comedy thing I have a hard time budging on.
I could see it.
Because I went to, there was that brief period where stand-up had become like kind of an it thing again in like the 2012, 2013.
Around when Funny People came out?
Yeah.
That to me had a bunch of people that I knew from the movie theater I worked at when Funny People came out that were like, I just did my first open mic last night at Insert Comedy Club, 2 towns away. And they never did it again. But
I had been doing stand-up for about a year when that happened, so I feel like a lot of people must have thought I was a bandwagoner or something, but like I had started before that.
Right. Oh no. I mean, granted, I knew you before that, but it didn't surprise me at all.
The aspirations were always there.
It didn't surprise me at all because that's what I thought the whole move to, like, obviously you moved back and we built out that context about the move to California, but initially I was like, Harry's following in the footsteps of my buddy Mike, who moved out to California solely to get a job with Jim Henson Productions, and he did.
Oh, it was on the list.
Right, but I thought that was like the only reason, was like Perry is like, I'm going out there and I'm going to be a Muppet or I'm going to be nothing, damn it.
Am I a man or am I a Muppet? It was interesting because right around that time they had that one big amphitheater tour that was stand-up comedy, where there was a bunch of like the smaller acts like Pete Holmes and he's a huge name now, the Australian guy with the really famous bit about gun control. Jim Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries.
Yeah, he was not quite as well.
Knew one.
Yeah, he was not as well known at the time either. But I knew who he was, and it was like him and Pete Holmes and Kristen Shaw, and like all of them were sort of like the opener. And they're huge mega stars now, but they were small acts in 2012. Right. And like I had been on shows with most of them.
Hell yeah.
And so they were like the first 2 hours where each of them got like 15 minutes on this massive amphitheater stage, and no one listened. It was just a giant crowd talking to each other, hanging out on the lawn, being loud and annoying. Oh, it was terrible. I was furious and really annoyed. And then the 2 headliners were Flight of the Conchords, followed by Dave Chappelle. And about halfway through Flight of the Conchords, so I'd waited forever to see live, we just left. Because, like, it was still happening. It was dark out, and they had light shows and a great video screen now. And everyone was just talking to each other and ignoring the show and being loud. And I was furious. Like, I had one of those like lawn chairs that they rent out for like $5 at the time. Now it's probably like 40. And I was like, well, they didn't make me pay a deposit on this, and I just smashed it over my knee and left it in pieces on the lawn. I was so mad. I tried to take the one my wife had from her to do it, and she was like, no, and took it from me, and she gave it back to the people. Oh, I was livid. And like, imagine leaving a show before Dave Chappelle comes on.
All right, so I want to see that bit worked into future Perry segments of you just smashing a chair over your leg. We're gonna need a really good chair bulk outlet to make this happen on a regular basis. But folks, if you know anybody, let us know.
Oh, garden pot.
I saw that. I've got to figure out a use for it. Hold on. What is it? Grows crops from any season when indoor.
Yeah, this nice lady has cornered me as soon as I left the house to talk at me a lot. And
so you can put it down in your house or in the greenhouse, depending on what you're feeling. We have coffee that we can grow in the house.
Oh yeah, let me grow some coffee. That's my jam.
Do we have coffee beans? Let's see. I'd have to go buy.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Reed Cooper, now you couldn't pay me to go watch Dave Chappelle. But
yeah,
in 2012...
there was a time, around then was like, okay, yeah, I would go.
Yeah. Although it was kind of vindicating later on to find out that when he got on stage, that was, it happened twice on that tour. He got
the other
mad
one
at
was
the
in
promoters.
Hartford.
Yep. He got mad at the promoters. He walked out on stage, smoked a cigarette for an hour and a half, and just sat there while people got angry. The other one was in Hartford, and then the other one was Mountain View, California.
Insane.
Yep. I blame the behavior of that audience partly on the size of the venue.
It was a very poorly picked venue for Hartford. Like the Meadows for Dave Chappelle. What are you thinking?
Yeah, well, that's just it. It was the amphitheaters. That's what they did for everybody. And so Mountain View, it was the same amphitheater style. Pup Chase, welcome in.
Hiya, pal. Hope you're doing well. Yes, there was. Nicka Beans, there was a time where we all would, find $10 on the ground and be like, I'm rich, bitch! And what have you.
Mm-hmm. What'd the five fingers say to the face?
Slap! Yep.
Yeah, see, like, even I knew some of them, and I never really watched the show.
Yep.
But, like, yeah. No,
it's okay.
It's incredible. It's incredible how, like, so many heroes just taint their entire legacy by being awful, awful bigots.
Yep, and it's okay because in the place of Dave Chappelle, we got two glorious generational gems in Key and Peele.
It sure did.
Chappelle
Yeah,
walked.
they really took that exact like strand of humor, like that exact sketch
and
comedy.
It's so
like
much better. It's so good, and it touches on all the same notes. But then there's so much of it that is incredibly intelligent and deep, and that's another one that Instagram has figured me out, and like we're gonna send him all the Key and Peele that he can handle.
Yeah, at this point, all the Key and Peele I know is from our friend of the show, Brian Abu Chakra, who King Lord Brian over on Twitch, who does his KLBR. It's actually what I'll probably be rating when we're done here, because often his audience will pick Key and Peele sketches as like the videos they pop bits to play. So I'll get like full Key and Peele sketches on there. It's really delightful.
Yeah, Reed, it's wild because Keegan is he's still like one of the best comics to ever do it. He can break John Cena on command.
Hang on. I have to I have to read Pup Chase's update for their day. It's been an interesting day. I have to transfer to another store. My store might have asbestos, thanks to the roofers who don't know why they knocked down a sewage pipe. So great. What?
You know, I read asbestos and it made me think of my first wrestling school.
Me too. Because it was the same school, folks.
It was the same school. Just different location, a different town, but the same school.
Was it? Because I was in Palmer at first.
There was Chicopee. The Chicopee was the first one that I ever went to, and then the next time I was in Palmer was when they had already moved to the Apple, Peach, Pear Tree Industrial Park.
That might be the one where I started whenever I came in, because when I trained with Kev, it was only ever at that one Palmer place and that one
the reason he moved there was because that place didn't have asbestos, but the previous venue in Chicopee was loaded with asbestos, and they had been there for, from my understanding, a couple years. Because I first met Tom at MXW. And that was like the number he gave me, or Kevin's number, and then Kevin gave me that address. That's where it all began.
Yeah, I remember when I first showed up there.
Watching at home on Twitch.
Yep, shout out to the Star Maker watching at home on Twitch.
Bless his heart.
You know, of the old trainers, he's probably number 1 or 2 most likely to have tuned into a stream at some point.
I love that.
Right? Like, it would be him or it would be Idol.
I like to think they both tune in from like an untitled band practice, and they're both just noodling away on their respective instruments.
There is no way that band still exists.
I mean,
there is no way.
Just gotta believe.
It's true. No one can prove they don't.
Go ahead and look up Untitled the band. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll only give you one result.
It'll be 1 or a million, because you'll get a million things of like Untitled.pdf from somebody's old archive.
Yeah, from someone's band. Woof.
I'll be seeing Leo Rush. What's that? Next Friday at Limitless Wrestling.
Yep. About. I was gonna say about 8 days. You'll be seeing Leo Rush.
He'll be back. Hopefully, it won't rain.
Is that an outdoor show?
No. It's just everywhere Leo Rush goes, it might rain.
Oh, see, I haven't been watching the program, but as soon as you said that, I was like, right, the umbrella.
I got to sprinkle in so much of that bit when I called him versus, I want to say, him and Ken Broadway at House of Glory last time around in New York City. Yeah, he came through and was doing the shtick, and bless.
Did I just see that Ken Broadway retired?
Yeah, he hung him up.
It's a real shame. I liked Ken Broadway.
He did the right thing for himself. Like, he's freshly engaged. He's still young enough in this where, like, he's got a whole nother stage of his life to engage with. Like, he's gonna, start a family, and he was really happy out in St. Louis, even though he was, like, pondering a move back to New York City for wrestling. I think he's gonna stay out in the Midwest and just start things up proper. But couldn't have asked for it to happen to a nicer guy.
The Pup Chase, Leo's Pride gear was sick.
Yeah, the umbrella, really the Pride umbrella that he's been spinning around.
Yeah.
Now he's gone all in on every aspect of it. I'm not surprised. That dude has always been 0 to 100.
The only way that I knew that had happened was because I saw Charles Mason's very outside of character post about Ken Broadway.
Yep. Charles Mason does a really good job of, like, people know exactly when he's dialed in and when he's shooting from the hip, so to speak.
Yep.
Yeah. One of the best of the game today. Can't say enough. Shout out to Charles Mason watching at home on Twitch.
Yep. I would never want to say it too much publicly because I do think it encroaches on the character a little bit. But truly one of the sweethearts of pro wrestling.
I mean, he's somebody that, like, you don't even have to put the disclaimer out, and you can just speak, broadly and truthfully about the effort that he puts forth in every aspect of the game. And, you don't never have to put a disclaimer on it because everybody can see it. The effort radiates from every minute that he's on camera and every minute that somebody else behind the curtain is around him. The care for the craft is so evident.
What do you think? Is it going to take me to straighten out him, Andy Brown, and CPA? Am I going to have to be the one?
I mean, other people have said that, and then they've either not been seen or they've joined up. So, just write that down and make sure that you know.
I mean,
You've
they do have
down the dark
championships
paths
and money.
Before.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of the dark. Kids are scared of the dark.
Kids are scared of the park. But
The cassette tape labeled bad guy saying they'll kill me.
It's the best handwriting. Fodder bundle. All right. We're going to cash in our apples. How do you like them apples? All right, did it. Hell yes. I just need a pomegranate and we're made, Perry. Made.
So that read that's at Blitzkrieg, not at Limitless. And the crew currently is Mason, Andy Brown, and CPA.
You will be seeing Charles Mason again soon at Limitless, though.
Well, let's friggin' hope so.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I believe he's on the thing at Westbrook.
Oh, good.
Yeah, former Vacation Land Cup finalist. He's got an open ticket whenever he wants to come back. What's this heel talk? Let me talk about feet.
I am barefoot for the right biddler. I will show feet on stream. I'll do it.
He'll show heel.
Yeah, I'll show you my heel turn.
There you go. I don't know. And CPA's had a bit pent up over the last year that he's probably got to get out of his system. And the Mets are terrible this year. He's got to get that out of his system. When he was champion, they were in the playoffs. I'm just saying that CPA and the Mets, they go together like spaghetti and meatballs.
I'm not sure why, but I blame Bobby Orlando.
I mean,
I feel like
him and Andy Brown have kind of been canceling each other out.
I'm just saying, I think he
and Bobby's
put all his mojo.
Guy.
Yeah, that's just it. I think he put all his mojo toward the Jets.
And that never works.
And now the Mets are in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just an Ets thing. I don't know. I don't know how these things cross. I don't know the astrophysics of sports and pro wrestling.
And I just don't know sports. Speaking of, this weekend, right after the all day stream, man, July Basho kicks off. It's sumo season, baby. Oh, I am psyched. This is the first Basho in months where both Yokozunas, Ono Sato and Hoshoryu, are healthy and ready to go in the tournament.
Have they ever had one called Basho at the Beach?
As soon as they come to America.
I was going to say, what are we waiting for?
I believe, personally, I think the Kyushu Basho, the one that takes place in Fukuoka, they call it the Kyushu Basho because it's on Kyushu Island, but sure. Fukuoka's the city where it happens. I think that one, because it's very much a seaside city. Like, it is surrounded on all sides by beaches and bays. I think that should be the Basho at the beach. Unfortunately, they do that Basho in late November. It's very much a wintry weather there.
So it's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine when they go walking on the beach in November and just bundle up and bring your cognac.
When I went to that Basho while I was in Japan, on my vlog. Shout out, folks should definitely pull up the vlogs when you get a chance. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in the chat.
Better. Link to the sumo episode if you've got the latitude to do so.
During this stream, I sure do.
Yeah, no,
this
it's
is a
cozy.
this is a relaxed
so
stream.
Cozy. So yeah, no.
People,
do you want cozy sumo?
The one where I went to, I mean, you know, it's the best kind. The one where I went to.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, the one where I went to the sumo basho. You can watch me on the way in. It's midday. I'm walking over there around like 12:30 in the afternoon. Like I had training in the morning, went home, took a shower, got changed, and then went into the city to walk to the basho. It was really nice weather when I was going. And I'm in like a light hoodie that seems maybe a little too warm for me. And then when it got out at 11:15 at night and I'm walking home, I'm doing like the post like, hey, here's how it went kind of thing. Yeah, I am fighting the shivers so bad because it is so cold. And I am not dressed properly for it. So that's a fun bit to watch. It is.
There it is. You like sumo?
Truthfully, yep. Yeah, truthfully, it's one of my favorite vlogs from while I was in Japan. You know, I had a really, really good time at that, and I wish I could have filmed a little bit more. And I've definitely told this story on stream before, but as soon as I went into the lobby at the basho, I was recognized. There's not that many great big white dudes with a ponytail and a beard in Japan, especially around Fukuoka. It's not a tourist city.
Right.
And I was recognized immediately and was, I was given a bunch of free stuff. They were like, here, have some free chonko, have some free takoyaki, like come with us, let's show you do your seat. Like they all knew who I was. So good. It was so good. And then I went to my seat for a little while, and that was the staff recognizing me. Went to my seat for a bit, and I was like, I'm gonna walk back out and see about like some souvenirs and stuff. Like I didn't get a chance to look at the merch tables, and I couldn't walk more than like maybe 2 minutes through the lobby, and it was a huge lobby. I couldn't go more than 2 minutes without some voice coming across, Petty-san, and like someone come running over. You should go, picture. And they would want pictures with me. And then there was a line form. And I was like, I'm never getting back in. And finally the next round started, and it was the second tier of sumo. You know, they do like the tier system like in soccer.
Right.
It was the second tier, and I was like, okay.
They do collision, that they do dynamite, that they do ring of honor.
That's right.
Exactly like that.
I was like, I don't want to miss this because I feel like this and the top tier are the two that I want to see. But this is my only chance to not be bothered while I look at the merch. So I wandered around for about a third of that section and picked up a few things. And then went back out and like got recognized in my seat during the main event stuff, which was it was really cool. But I was like, I really don't want to be drawing attention here. Like, it did slow me down on filming a little.
I mean that's could be even more of a reason to be like, I want to be in one. Hey everybody, throw it up.
Yeah. All right, everybody, Wolfpack.
Yeah. All right, everybody, HBK and Triple H. Yes. Right. Yeah. No, you could have made a whole legion of people do whatever you wanted.
My very own Legion of Doom. Ooh, what's that?
Very own Tiny Town.
I just got some orpiment.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what I said. It's they cracked open a geode and it's called orpiment.
Huh.
I'm looking at it now.
Does it? I mean, you know, the question I'm going to ask is, does Gunther want it?
Okay. Despite its high toxicity, Yeah, what are you? Despite its high tox,
silence and sleep.
Despite its high toxicity, this mineral is widely used in manufacturing and folk medicine. Which honestly, that sentence sounds like a lyric from Prison Song. Despite its high toxicity, minerals widely used in manufacturing and folk medicine.
Used in Twitch streams around the world. Shout out to Serge Tonki on watching at home on Twitch.
You know what? Shout out to Derek Malakian. I can't say his last name. Malakian, also watching at home on Twitch. They have such a great back and forth because one of them's all, and then the other one's all. Sacred silence. Yeah, one of them sounds a little bit like a heavy metal version of the B-52s, and rock lobster.
A rock lobster.
And then the other one sounds like a bird call.
Yeah.
Speaking of Adam and X,
gets more evident throughout the rest of the record.
Speaking of, shouts out Adam and X67 who definitely bought a hummingbird feeder.
Yeah, let the hummers come.
Hey, hang on, I have a song for that.
Try to build pizza.
Okay, had a little La Vida Loca. I had to trigger.
Woke up in New York City.
That has been a favorite new addition to the soundboard ever since I put in
really
just that.
Has that effect on people.
That little horn trill. It's just.
It's perfect. The rest of the record, Perry, you gotta do the playlist Instagram story treatment and just do the whole record, and you'll be like, I've had an awakening.
It's gonna have to wait till Sunday. That's the next day. I've got time to do weights.
Sunday wears you out.
Lifting some heavy weights.
Come on. Having a great time. Bye.
You know, all that fishing I just did, and it pulled in a 9-inch anchovy. What the hell?
You'll be able to walk back just fine with that.
I walk around with 9 inches all. It was right there.
9-inch rails, an old Perry Resner. Yep.
Good. 9-inch rails.
You
Good heavens.
got it.
Good heavens.
Yep. You're welcome, folks.
I'm waiting for Nickabeans to admonish me in the chat.
Nickabeans' monocle pops out. Shout out to Nickabeans' monocle watching at home on Twitch.
Who watches the watchers, you know? That's
Nickabeans' monocle, Adam NX67's birdseed. You've got a lot of passive viewers.
passive.
I mean, I don't know how active the birdseed is until it's in the feeder.
Or in the bird.
Fair. The bird is the word.
Oh, that's the word.
Well, Perry, everybody knows about the word.
Oh, what? Everybody's heard?
Everybody's heard that the bird is the word. Oh, Lois, don't get him started again. Shout out to Seth MacFarlane. I hope he's watching
at home on Twitch.
He might be watching on the YouTube side. He might be watching Perry on VOD.
He's watching on YouTube. He's getting ignored in the chat.
Yeah, I mean,
I do not have the bandwidth to keep both open at once.
I've got him. I mean, if he's in mine, you know, Seth, you could hop on over. We've got the dual chat. I got you. Hold on.
Yeah, Seth, if you wanna hop into the Discord call.
Oh yes.
He can get you on the line.
We'll see you there. Yes.
Say hi to the people.
Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shout out to James Taylor.
See, now I just want to know what love is.
I mean, don't we all?
One of the all-time great clips on any vlog of mine was when Rip and Delmy hijacked me and brought me to that concert.
With his head hung low.
And Foreigner was playing that.
Couldn't get a ticket.
Or Styx, or whichever band it is does that damn song, because I don't know classic rock well enough to know the difference.
It was a sold-out show.
And ZPB, who was long between, as usual for poor ZPB, he was between several failed relationships. They're singing that song, and he is drunk as a skunk, leaning over the barricades, screaming the lyrics with it, while Delmy and Rip laughed maniacally at him. Made for a great clip on the vlog.
He heard one guitar. Anyways, that's enough.
Wonder Boy.
Secret of your powers. Take us far away from the mucky muck now.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's time for me to tell you about young Nasty Man, arch rival and nemesis of Wonder Boy, with powers comparable to Wonder Boy.
Comparable to Wonder Boy.
What kind of powers, you ask? I don't know. How about the power of flight? Does that do anything for you? Levitation, Torres. How about the power to kill a yak from 200 yards away with mind bullets?
Bullets.
That's telekinesis, Torres. Man, what a great album.
Folks, Perry's next game could be Brutal Legend on Tuesdays once he's done with Psychonauts 2, because he does have that. And it is Jack Black.
Hang on, I have to ask. Reed Cooper, do you really not see the through line from Foreigner to Tenacious D? It seems pretty straight ahead shot.
It's so obvious. They both have stars in their eye.
Did we decide that we want this, whatever the heck it is?
Hold on.
Orpiment?
I'm going to check the connections area. You just keep that right above your head as you're doing. Perfect.
Okay.
Bravo. Yes, we do have that. Yes. Yep, so you can go ahead and sell that puppy.
Oh, it's gone.
I wonder. It's 12 o'clock. We can go over that tomorrow. You gotta upgrade. What's your axe at right now? What kind of axe do you have? Is it just a copper or steel, or just a regular old axe?
I think it's a copper axe, I think.
Right. Let's see what we got for copper. We're gonna need more. We can make more. We have the technology. So, we're gonna get you a steel axe at some point. Preferably by the end of this stream.
You know, Nicka Beans, I was actually just telling my dad about having gone to that Foreigner and Styx concert, because it hadn't really come up since it had happened like last summer or whenever the heck that was. I think it was last summer. It hadn't really come up, so I hadn't really mentioned it to him, and I was telling him about it and telling him how like it was so surprising to me, because a lot of the classic rock stuff, like, you know, unless it's like one of those legendary, like the truly legendary bands like Queen or something, like Led Zeppelin, unless it's like one of them, like a lot of that's all just, yeah, to me it's all kind of the same band that you could just roughly call classic rock. Like I don't know which band does which thing. And then at the Foreigner concert, because I was like, I don't think I really know any of their music all that well, so I pulled up the set list because I was like, I don't care if there's spoilers. I looked at the set list and I was like, oh no, I literally know every song they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I just had no idea any of these songs were Foreigner.
So what you're saying is it felt like the first time.
It felt like the very first time.
I think I was with Paul that weekend, otherwise I probably would have ended up making it to that same event.
Yeah, well, I remember you and Paul were like really thrilled afterwards that you had not stuck around because it was super late at the end of a long weekend. We had done that seminar and everything. And I mean, like, I didn't get home till like 7 a.m. the next morning.
I was kicking myself in the days after only because I have seen Foreigner, but I've never seen Styx. So, like, I would have, on the ride home, I was like, would have been cool to check Styx off the old list, though.
I will say, you know what? I'm also going to put the vlog where I went to that concert on here.
You track these over the next couple of weeks, and we'll see what kind of money those VODs can make you here on Twitch.
There are some great gags in this vlog. ZPB drunkenly, sadly singing along to I Want to Know What Love Is.
Love you, Zach.
Love him. Sorry, I'm trying to type and talk at the same time, and I'm not doing great at it. There it is. And then Delmy and I also did a bit where there was that popular meme going around at the time where it would show someone who clearly didn't belong at whatever concert, like the friend who was brought along. ZPB, B with a B. Zachary Pierre Beaulieu.
Yeah.
So there was a meme going around where someone who clearly didn't belong at a concert would say, "Oh man, I hope she plays Pink Pony Club," or "Oh, I hope she plays Love Story." And it was, some current pop queen. And then the other person would go, "This is a insert whatever concert," and then it would flash to whatever band playing whatever. So Delmy and I did the one where she goes, "Oh man, I hope she plays Love Story." And I said, "Delmy, this is Styx." And it cuts to Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Domo.
Really, really good cut on that. And I was real pleased with that. But during Foreigner, I did the bit where they started playing Cold as Ice. And so I cut away to Job on the rest of the. Are you crazy? I'm a magician. I make my living with my hands.
Shout out to Will Arnett watching at home on Twitch. Oh, you just love the Twitch viewers, don't you, Perry?
Oh, yeah. Look at Banner, Michael.
Look at Twitch, Perry. He is. Every Monday through Thursday and the occasional Saturday.
You did exactly what I did when I first heard that song. The first time I ever heard that Foreigner song, I was like, this is the Dana Carvey bit.
Yeah.
Why are they getting the words wrong?
Now, unfortunately, all I hear now is Will Arnett. Not unfortunately, but to the detriment of the original material.
There's a lady I know. If I didn't know her, she'd be the lady I didn't know. It's a great bit. His whole bit about like where he's just going like, yeah, every rock star is basically the same. And then he goes, you ever see a guy first time he breaks out like the acoustic that's plugged in? They all do that same move where they seem to be looking at something off the side of the stage.
Yes.
They finish singing their lyric and then they do this.
Yeah.
They come back. I was like, man, why does everyone do that? There's nothing over there. What are they looking at?
The first two people that came to mind, I'm like, yeah, I saw Liam Gallagher do that in a couple Oasis live specials. Yeah, I've seen John Mayer do that in a couple John Mayer live specials.
Oh, I've definitely seen Paul McCartney do it.
Oh yeah, I've seen Paul McCartney.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a clip where Elvis did it.
Yeah.
Like, I think this is generational, and it always happens. I've seen Billy Joe Armstrong do it during Time of Your Life.
Yeah, Ed Robertson has done it on the set of the Meadows Music Theater in Hartford, Connecticut, during a Bare Naked Ladies set. I've seen Hootie do it. Old Darius Rucker.
Are you Hootie? I'm not Hootie, man.
Dude, Talk about top tier Key and Peele. I'm Hootie. I'm Hootie. God, I'm just gonna start pelting your Instagram with just all this Key and Peele. Pelting.
Yeah, I'll get a small fill of it right after this when I raid all of us over to KLBR.
Yeah.
It happens
K
every week.
stands for key. No, it doesn't.
I don't think it does, but I'll ask.
It stands for the key of the king or Brian.
Oh, king of the castle, king of the castle.
It's hard to be Jewish. It's hard to be Jewish. It's hard to be Jewish in Russian. Yo. God.
Dreidels.
Donald Glover's just the best in the world.
I don't know if I've mentioned it on stream before, but I'm going to mention it again. Donald Glover once crashed on my couch in college.
God. Never watch that couch again.
How would I know? It wasn't my couch. It was my roommate's.
His knowledge, he'd never watch that couch again.
I don't think he still has it, but it was in the apartment I shared with Herobotic. So
you imagine getting rid of that couch, or even having the conversation to get rid of that couch? Do you know who slept here?
So at the Punk Rock Museum in Las Vegas, there's a couch that they have that I forget what record label it was, but it's one that Fat Mike bought not long ago. That was like, it was going out of business, and he was like, "Oh, well, I'll just buy it and keep it afloat for the young artists that are there." I don't really. He like let all the older bands that had been on it. He let them buy the rights to their stuff back for like dirt cheap, and then like basically he let them buy it for whatever the lawyer fee was to write the paperwork up to make that official. Perfect. And then he kept it going for the young artists. And when they were clearing out the old studio that place owned, he was like, "Oh, well, we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of that, and like, I guess we'll keep this. This is useful." And going through everything, and he was like, "Oh, well, let's get rid of this ratty old couch." And everyone gasped and was like, "No, you can't get rid of that couch." And he was like, "Okay." And they were like, "No, that has to go in the museum you're opening." And he was like, "Why? Tell me what's special about it." And they were like, "Oh." And they flipped into like a photo album and found a bunch of pictures of Kurt Cobain all drugged out of his mind and sleeping on that couch. And he was like, "Okay, so a drugged up Kurt Cobain slept." And they're like, "No, that's the couch he fell asleep on every day while he was producing the Melvins album." And they were like, "Oh, yeah, we can keep that couch." So now that couch is in the reception and waiting area at the Punk Rock Museum. So if you're waiting for your scheduled time to go in, that's where you sit, and they don't bother telling anyone what's special about it unless like you ask. Because there is a sign, I guess, that's like, "Hey, ask literally anyone here. Everything in this building is important. And we mean everything." And the Mega 64 guys asked about the couch. And it was Fat Mike who was there working the register.
I love
and he was
that.
like, "Oh, yeah." He goes, "Oh, I can tell you what's special about the couch because I'm the idiot who almost threw it away." Yeah, apparently Fat Mike just hangs out at the museum. Like that's just what he does now. Yeah, I mean, he runs it, and that's really all he does now is run that and a couple labels.
Every little thing that comes through it, and it's all everything that gets announced by them now is kind of sick.
Yeah, dude, it seems really cool. Like, there's not a lot of things I would want to go to Vegas for.
Right.
Especially not right now.
Right.
But like that would make the list. I think it would be cool to see something in the sphere, but hopefully something that uses a lot less AI slop than like the Wizard of Oz show or something like that.
Those things are directly contradictory. Like the sphere will always be AI centric. It seems like.
Yeah.
But
So
mean,
maybe
I'm hoping what you're calling for happens.
Right, yeah, like maybe 30, 40 years when we've managed to move the tech forward on AI where it doesn't require us to drain entire energy grids and water supplies to make it run.
Or that bubble pops and everybody gives up, one or the other.
Yeah.
one of them is going to happen.
If we manage to if something comes along and they outlaw like external AIs, like yeah, you can run AI, but it's got to run off your computer alone, no
Right.
data centers.
Yeah, in your skyscraper, high rise, whatever. Yeah. I like that. And it's just you're gonna force them to, maximize their own power efficiencies.
Yeah, Reed Cooper's named a couple of the other things I would want to see in Vegas. The Mob Museum, the Neon Museum, and the Pinball Museum. The Neon Museum for sure is on my list.
Yep, all that list, all of it.
There's also a museum that not a lot of people know is there because it was more famous when it was in LA. But the owners relocated. And it hasn't been like widely talked about because it's not a really popular museum. It is a little museum called what is it? The Velvet Painting Museum.
That wasn't where I thought you were going. There was definitely that museum bit that you told me about in California.
That remains where it was.
Okay. That's why I started leaning forward. I'm like, wait, if they move that to Vegas, that seems genius.
And then I would want to see Penn and Teller's like theater show that's in their spot.
Well, just text the guy. He'll invite you.
I know. People think that's a funny joke. And then
there's no way Perry and Penn are from the same hometown and have single-handedly put Greenfield, Massachusetts on the map. That's never happened.
Yeah, it's not like we're not from the same town. We don't have like all the same hobbies. We're not both lifelong straight edges. We're not both tall kids with glasses and ponytails that attended the same high school at different eras. Oh yeah, hey, you don't have to tell me, Reed. I know both Penn and Teller very well.
Yep. Teller tells all when Perry's in town.
Yeah, Teller. When I was young. So until I was probably in my mid-teens, Teller, I think at Penn's behest, because Penn had known me since I was very small, Teller kept up the silent act in front of me and my friends, which was, when I got older, I was like, what a great gag. What a gag. But yeah, I would also want to see the Blue Man Group Vegas show, which I believe is still running. I know that they just closed the Boston one last year, which breaks my heart. I wanted to go one last time and didn't know that they were closing until it was already closed.
It's crazy. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah. The Boston show, the New York show, and the Chicago show are all closed. Now they're down to, they have an Orlando show that is in Universal City. They have a Vegas show.
I'm not going to Orlando.
They have a show somewhere in Europe, I believe, still. They used to have a Tokyo show.
Well, I'd rather go to Europe than Orlando.
Yeah, I was going to say Copperfield would be good, except that he's done. He's closed up shop. He's finished.
That one I knew.
Yeah, Copperfield, it's iffy why he closed. There's been a lot of back and forth about it. I've heard from people who are a little more in the know. They say like, oh, it was mostly like, it was a contract dispute. So he was kind of wrapping up with where he was and he'll probably have another show. Then there's people who I don't think have any inside information, but oh my God, what has happened? Oh my God. Did we have a tree fall down in the there's a strong windstorm. Yeah.
All right. We
got trees down.
We have to survey our land.
But the other explanation I've heard bandied about from people who might not necessarily know for sure, but it kind of tracks and sounds like a distinct possibility, is that the Copperfield's name may be on a certain highly publicized list.
Does that track, considering there's a series of celebrities from around that era that may or may not have landed on the same exclusive list?
And in particular, billionaire celebrities who were originally from the New York area. Yeah.
Exactly the list of Jericho, yes.
Now, that said,
That's the one.
You know, they have publicized a fair bit of that list. And people like him, who are far less powerful, are the types that are having their names left wide out in the open.
Yeah, right.
And no one has said like, oh yeah, his name's on there. I mean, there's one website, I forget what it is, where you can literally just go pull up everything and you can search, and it will just search for stuff.
They've set up a whole museum in New York City for it.
Fuck.
I kind of want to go. Do you want to make a vlog of us going to that in New York City?
No. I want my internet footprint to be escapism.
We'd be on lists. The lists of Jericho.
The lists of Jericho.
Jericho
but
Bay.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's something I've heard bandied about that seems plausible, but I've seen no evidence of it.
Right.
And I hope it's not the case.
Siegfried and Roy.
I really do hope that it's not the case because I'm a big fan.
Yeah. That was the first magic adjacent person I'd ever heard about.
It was the first live magic I ever saw.
Hell yeah.
Right at the height of his, forgive the pun here, the height of his powers.
I don't want to forgive that. That needs no forgiving, first of all.
So when they built the Mullins Center in Amherst, he was the first act to ever play it.
Named for the great Sean Mullins.
And I forget what the name of the tour was, but it was, so he did the famous show where the big trick at the end was that he flew.
Right.
And then his very next special, he opened with flying, where he was flying surrounded by fire and like through a fire ring and all this stuff, which of course wouldn't matter because the wires he was being flown on were piano wires, which are made of metal, so who gives a shit? But anyways, the whole idea was, well, I can't be held up by a rope. There's fire here.
This is the Mullins Center.
So yeah, he did the OG flying trick at the Mullins Center where they stick him in a box and he still flies anyway. And that whole show was my first ever live like magic. It was my first live variety arts, really. Like prior to that, the only like real live, because I was pretty young, I would have been like 10 or 11. The only like live show I'd been to before that was New Kids on the Block, and I was like 6 or 7 at that time.
I was about to do a whole background thing with Sean Mullins' lullaby in the background. Grew up with the children of the stars.
God damn it.
In the Hollywood Hills in the bar.
God damn it.
His parents threw big parties. Everyone was there. Hanging out with folks like Sawyer, Bob Seger, and Sonny and Cher.
Fred Astaire. I'm just going to start throwing in the wrong names.
Everything's gonna be alright. Rockabye. Add that to karaoke.
Should that be a soundboard thing?
Yes. And you could also take the Michael Scott from The Office where he's playing that and he says, "Can't think, need more Mullins."
Yeah.
I've felt that in my real life way more times than I care to share, and I care to share it right now, and it's even more than that.
So anyways, he was the first act at the Mullins Center. And
his parents
I got to go to that.
Everyone was there.
I was a huge fan, and I found out later. So my next door neighbors, the Marshalls, I'll dox them. My next door neighbors, the Marshalls.
McNeils, yes.
Had 3 daughters. One was my age, one was my brother's age, and one was like a younger daughter.
We're gonna call them Curly, Larry, and Mo.
It sounds like I'm doing like a three little pigs bit or something like.
Well, like green jelly.
The bears or whatever they were. What was that thing?
Bears.
One was too hot, one was too cold, one was just right.
Yep.
Yeah. It sounds like I'm doing one of those bits.
I know this one.
But they had 3 girls who were like basically the same age as me and my brother. So it was like instant built-in best friends that we basically shared a yard with. The parents were cool and weird and like from like, you know, seemingly very different like cultural backgrounds from my parents, which made it like really neat to go over and talk to them and learn about stuff. And the dad was a nut about recording stuff off TV and having like this crazy VHS collection. He had cabinets and cabinets of them, and he had lists that they were like one of the first people we knew who had a home printer with their computer.
Yeah.
And they had a carefully cataloged spreadsheet with every video with a number, and then every video had a number that corresponded to it. It was incredible.
Oh, these are my people.
He had a lot of wrestling that I watched. That was how I first saw Tuesday in Texas, the old cat classic. Yeah. And so I would borrow some of their videos. It was like having a video lending library next door. I would borrow those and watch them. But I found out that the wife was a big David Copperfield fan, and she had every special that he'd ever aired to that point. And this was like 95. So like, you know, I'm watching him make the Statue of Liberty disappear. I'm watching him fly. You know, just all this sick stuff. I'm watching him do the upside down lit on fire escape. Like, incredible. He walked through the Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
Yeah, some real good stuff.
A lot of these I haven't thought about in a while. Yeah, that was when I got my first Magic set for Christmas. It's like must have been like 96 or 97, right around there.
What percentage of kids ranging in age from a few years older than me to like a few years younger than you, what percentage of kids do you think probably spent far too many hours trying to learn to do like a basic French drop or like a double lift with a deck of cards? Like, it's definitely a big percent.
I think a bunch of people got into it the exact sort of way that like the same entry path that I did, where they went to their local party shop, hobby shop, found the most exciting looking magic kit. Bonus points if it had some sort of trick that they recognized. Now for like the class around me, because in elementary school we all got excited about it around the same time. And everybody was really into the rings.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That was like the big one that sold magic kits, was if it came with the rings and told you how to ha-ha. Oh, now they're ha-ha. Yeah, you know the one.
Oh, I know. There's a million tricks with the rings.
Just they're together, they're separate. That's it.
We mentioned Penn and Teller, and like that's sort of like my inlet to a lot of this.
Yeah.
For years and years, Teller would insist that they could find some interesting take on the rings. And Penn always, I think, maybe kind of rightly told him, no, that's terrible. That trick is terrible. There's never been a good version of it. Like, let's not.
But for something to plop in a magic kit and just sell to people and show them, it's the equivalent of like putting the cup game in a magic kit, which also is included in many a baseline magic set, is like, well, here's a little bit of 101 sleight of hand. Like,
I don't like giving spoilers before the all day streams, but I think I can't really recall, but I think in my pre-show playlist, my heavily curated pre-show playlist, there might be a version of Penn and Teller's Cups and Balls.
Hell yeah.
Which like is to me maybe the ultimate kind of expression of what Penn and Teller do in Magic.
Yeah.
You know, it's
as a kid, this was like the very little taste I ever got of Penn and Teller was like pre-novelty anything. So like I was only accepting things on a base level, and it was kind of the same thing as we've said before, where like I saw it in the single digits and I just didn't quite get it, or there was a level to it that was just a little beyond me. But then I went back and watched it in my teens or my early 20s or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, I have more of an attention span now, and I like this a whole lot more.
Yeah, I was definitely like really getting my first real bites of Penn and Teller, like in terms of what they actually did on TV and their like specials and stuff. I would probably been 10 or 11. And, right on the cusp of really being able to understand things on a deeper level.
Yeah. That would have put me around like 8-ish, 7-ish, somewhere in that ballpark, wherever it was. So yeah, I hear that.
Well,
that makes sense.
What was interesting was I remember watching their stuff and going like, like I was only getting it as a genuine thing. To me, there was no, I couldn't find the level that was like detached irony or anything. You know, there was not, I wasn't understanding anything that was like meta or inside baseball stuff.
Yeah.
And what I've come to learn in the years since is that's because that level doesn't exist.
Yeah.
They are 1,000,000% genuine in what they're doing. And the only levels of irony that there are to get, they deliver in such a over-the-top, obvious, like, hey, we're being ironic right now kind of way that even as a little kid, that I definitely understood. And that's something that listening to the podcast, Penn's podcast, I've learned is like, that's one of their things that they were like, yeah, the reason we both hated Magic when we were like in our teens, even though we dedicated so much time to it, was because everyone was so shitty. Like everyone was just shitty about stuff. Like, you know, it was that Jerry Seinfeld bit where he says, oh, you want to know what every Magic show is? It's, hey, look at that. There's a quarter behind your ear. You're an idiot. Oh, no, now it's gone again. You're an asshole. And like, yeah, that sucks.
I don't know if you have you ever heard of the movie? Well, you probably have. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone.
I have, and I don't know if I've actually watched. I feel like I must have, but I can't really recall much of it.
You'd probably get a lot more out of that movie than the average person, because reading about the inside baseball bits that, because yeah, it's like Jim Carrey is the equivalent of like one of the magicians, and then they've got like a David Blaine upstart type. Like it clearly like is tongue in cheek, like Magic retelling with a whole lot of grandiosity attached. But I feel like there's a whole lot of bits and jokes in it that I probably wouldn't have gotten without research, whereas you would probably get right off the bat.
Yeah, you're probably right, and I'm pretty sure that I watched it. I just can't really recall it that well now. So I may have to give it another watch.
It's going to send the trailer so that we have a bookmark of this conversation.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it's been really interesting to hear his perspective on that, where he was like, yeah, you know, all Magic was just some badly dressed older guy in front of cheap Mylar, you know, with some poor woman that he treated badly, doing the worst sleight of hand imaginable to like shitty white boy Motown knockoff music. And they were like, that's the only thing we never want to be. And so they have one bit that they do that is very cheesy and obviously meant to parody that. And that's the only reference to that they make. And then everything else they do is done in such earnest that it really makes it for me. Let's see. Reed Cooper says, one of my favorite illusions they ever did was the Upside Down act, because it's one of the only things I still don't understand. I have questions, Reed. I want to know, is it that you don't get... Is it that you don't get the bit?
Steve Carell is the lead. Thank you, Reed. In Burt Wonderstone. Yes.
Oh, that's right. I did know that. Reed, is that to say that you don't understand how they did it, or you don't understand why it's supposed to be funny?
Perry, you should be charging bits for that if you're going to be telling them how the sauce is made.
I mean, I don't. They give it away. It's in the trick. It's the point.
But if they don't know that, even though they've been told that, you could make bits off of telling them that.
I don't feel right making bits off of giving away Penn and Teller's secrets that they gave.
Listen, one Greenfieldian to another, okay?
It's true. I don't understand the actual physicality of the illusion, even when they give it away. Oh, it's my illusion, Michael. Where's my illusion bit alert?
Does for money or candy?
Where's my... Someone, all this talk of magic and illusions, someone want to set off, it's a very cheap bit alert. Someone wants to set off 193. That's my illusion alert.
God, I can't wait till I have disposable income again and I can just set off all your alerts. You set them off, you buy them.
I mean, it's absolutely an illusion. Until they flip the camera around. Yeah, they are upside down, but you don't know that because the camera's upside down too. You see.
Paul would be upside down if you wanted him to.
Are you? Yes, he would. Are you familiar with this? What? He's a team player. Are you familiar with this bit?
God, Pro Wrestling Grind presents the Upside Down, and it's just the whole show, but it's upside down.
That's not bad.
But no, all of you are still wrestling up, right side up. But Paul is.
Johnny Torres, are you familiar with this bit?
Which bit?
The Penn and Teller upside down bit.
Not in a long time, anyways.
So it was their first ever SNL appearance. They've done it again since.
I have seen them on SNL.
They were on it like 30 or 40 times.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to narrow it down. One of the times they went on, the stunt nearly killed Penn because he got a horrific staph infection from bee stings.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was their. They were further going with that. Let's parody the dumbest acts in magic, and one of them was, here's a guy who makes like 30 doves appear out of his jacket, even though I have
seen this one. I had to look up who the host was and what Madonna and Simple Minds.
Yes, that was a fun fact about that. That was during an era where Penn and Madonna were an item.
God. We're just gonna let that silence carry because it couldn't have happened to a nicer green fieldian.
Adam NX67 redeeming the hydrate with Johnny Knoxville, which I love that I was like, someone set off the doink alert, and he was like, well, I know what's free. Here's Johnny Knoxville.
Gonna say that's the most 80s thing you can do is set off a hydrate the moment somebody mentions Madonna.
I finally made it through med school.
Somebody fell in love with a beautiful stranger. Yeah, that's from Austin Powers.
Oh. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Yo, what? You want to make Madonna references? I can make goddamn Madonna references.
What's the name of this street?
Listen, I'll have you know, in the other room, not only does my wife have basically Madonna's entire discography on vinyl, but that does include the soundtrack to the Dick Tracy movie.
God. I assume that's part of growing up, or just being like, oh wow, Madonna's awesome.
Yeah, it's an important thing. The moment you realize that there is no better ska song in the world than Material Girl.
Right. It's like suddenly your car insurance drops by a couple $100.
I mean, honestly, like that keyboard line would have been like the career maker if someone had written it for a ska song.
I heard Adam Sandler say that just living in the material world. Now I'm just a material girl, or well, boy.
Mm-hmm. And I am a material girl.
And then I heard the song for the first time like a week later. I'm like, son of a bitch. Adam Sandler did it again.
You were like, nobody talks to Billy Idol that way.
Spot on. God, I love The Wedding Singer, and I imagine the whole chat does too.
It's a classic.
Top tier. Folks, if you give Perry Von Vicious $150 right now, he'll wake up at 7:30 and put on The Wedding Singer. You won't get to watch it with him, but he'll do live commentary for it.
No, you know what? Fuck it. I'll play the Wedding Singer on goddamn stream 7:30 tomorrow morning for $150.
All he knows is that to me, you look
chaotic.
like you're having fun. Yep, he'll do it. Right before the chaotic countdown, which seems like something that would be, named after a Wedding Singer-centric song. Chaotic countdown.
Da, 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 da.
We're eliminating together.
We're living in low.
Coming to low. No
With Jay Del Monte.
With so
And it's
many
Max
Masters to
Smashmaster.
go. Top shelves to be found,
We found.
Chaotic counter.
Where's Job?
God. Just
Come
bring your Moog synthesizer tomorrow and just play that, regardless of what they play to open the song.
It's pronounced Moog.
Oh, yep, you're absolutely right. The Moog, Lord of Blood synthesizer. Yes. You'll get that
When I
reference
first found
one
out,
day.
when I first found out that it's actually not pronounced Moog,
Yeah. Because I've gotten
I
that
was
spell corrected
kinda
a million
furious.
times, and I've side-eyed that. But you're the first person I've actually heard say it out loud as Moog, and I'm like, okay, I can accept this.
the thing that did it for me and convinced me that it was correct was while the world was shut down, there were two. I went through a lovely couple of weeks where I watched a bunch of documentaries about novelty musicians that I wanted to know more about. The Tiny Tim documentary had just come out, narrated by Weird Al, which was really cool. And they had the documentary about the band Sparks.
Yes. I did not
Which was also Weird Al was heavily involved in that. And they're
because they were playing the same time as Alkaline Trio.
Yeah, they were on Weird Al's stage. He put them on Riot Fest.
Yep.
Maniac. But because they're so synth heavy, they were talking about their evolution of their sound over the years, and they kept saying Moog. And at one point, one of the documentary guys goes, "I'm sorry, you keep saying Moog?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." And he points over where it says Moog. And they're like, "Isn't that Moog?" And he goes, "No, common misconception." And I was like, "All right, well, he knows." And then the very next thing I watched was an incredible documentary that wound up mostly focusing on Wendy Carlos, one of the first very famous trans women in America. She was a synthesizer player who wrote most of the music for a lot of stuff in Disneyland and Disney movies.
Of course.
Also played the synthesizer for Weird Al's reading of Peter and the Wolf. That's a record I have with the two of them. But the entire film. Yeah, I thought that was a home fill. This thing is as fake as Mudlock's mustache. I think that's CIA East. I'm pretty sure that's CIA East. What the hell was I talking? Oh, right. The one that, the documentary that wound up primarily being around Wendy Carlos and her life story. That wasn't really what it was supposed to be about, but that wound up being a big chunk of the film. It was supposed to be about the women who were part of the synth movement in music. And it was called Sisters with Transistors. It won a ton of it won a Sundance Award and all this stuff.
Wrestling tag team called that.
Because none of the young women we know in wrestling know what a synthesizer is. Which is crazy because they love Sabrina Carpenter.
I was just gonna say, it's coming around if it's not here yet.
Yeah, really? You're gonna tell me how much you love Chappell Roan, and yet you don't know what a Moog synthesizer. Yes, Judy Tenuta was in that. She was one of the folks interviewing that. She was also in the Sparks documentary and in the Tiny Tim documentary, which makes a lot of sense. Judy Tenuta, what a gem! What a gem!
Wonderful.
Oh man, I gotta put some Judy Tenuta into one of these all-day stream pre-shows.
Through the window. Anyways.
She definitely did not date Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim never dated anyone who was famous, although his first wife got very famous. We've talked about this before, I believe. But he was dating just some girl and announced that they were getting married while he was on the Johnny Carson show. And Johnny Carson invited them to get married on the show. So they did. And at the time that it happened, now remember, Tiny Tim is a weird
would you like to get married on my show? That sounds wonderful.
A wonderful idea. Tiny Tim was very much a novelty, like outsider art persona who had just somehow wound up to be like kind of a little popular on late night shows because he's a weird act that was good for that.
Right.
That wedding was so talked about and so publicized that at the time of its airing, it was the second most watched thing in television history.
Beautiful.
The number one, the only thing that beat it was the moon landing.
I can see that. Yeah.
So that's how and I believe to this day, when you account for inflation of population, that still holds, where the number one thing most watched was the first manned moon landing, and the number two most watched thing in television history is Tiny Tim's first failed marriage on the Johnny Carson show.
I mean,
Tiny Tim
were so concentrated. It was such it was just different with how now you have to take in all of these spread out sources of viewers, add them all together, equate for differing ad times and stuff like that.
Even given that, part of the reason it was so watched, and this is something Weird Al talks about with why he was so happy to let his record deal end. We don't have a monoculture anymore.
Right.
It used to be everything had to come through sort of the same funnel to everyone. So like the top 5 artists that you thought were the most popular were probably the most popular.
Yeah.
Now, like, until he was on WWE, I'd never heard the name Bad Bunny a day in my life, and he was the most streamed artist on the planet.
Right.
Like, that's just how the world is now. It's not a monoculture anymore. Everything's very splintered, which is great.
Yeah.
I actually think it's a huge improvement. But it does mean that moments like Tiny Tim's marriage or like Weird Al being able to say like, oh, this is the right song to parody because the whole world knows it. I think those days are gone.
Yeah. Now he has to make a whole bunch of different, more difficult choices where he has to pick from like, all right, this was number 1 through 5 on this chart, but then I'm going to have to go to this one too.
Yeah. Well, and it makes sense because he has not released a parody since his last album, which was over 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Gosh, let me.
Because that was
almost 15 years ago.
That was all like tacky and word crimes and.
Yep. Yeah, that was the Mandatory Fun was his last album.
Yes, sir. Everything else has been like single track rollouts of like polkas or originals, right?
Yep.
I haven't missed anything, right? Like.
Nope. You got it. I mean, it's possible that there's some other little ones here and there.
He would have played those last year in Chicago, right? No, maybe not.
Who knows?
He didn't play Skipper Dan, and I was ready for that. So, I mean, anything could have happened.
Who knows? Maybe I'll do Skipper Dan for karaoke this Saturday on the live stream, folks. 8 I almost said 7:30, you bastard. 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. to 11 p.m.
The 7:30 warm-up is real, and it's spectacular.
The 7:30 warm-up is going to be me sleeping for a half hour without the stream going live, then waking up, taking a fast shower, and starting the actual pre-show at 8:30. So, and folks...
all of chat being like, we have been eating Count Chocula for the last 45 minutes. Where have you been?
Where have you been?
I won't ask why. Different song.
It's the whole chat. They say they need me. Tell me again. But if you love me, where have you been?
Oh, OAR. What a great band. That's not the band.
Reed Cooper, 7:30. No one is here.
Just keep eating
What the hell?
this
Perry said
cereal.
he'd be up.
Yep. 7:30. Yep. No, he's having his overnight oats. Don't worry. He'll be right in.
I've just been thinking, like, God, what am I supposed to do for breakfast that day? I don't have time to shop before then.
Count
and
Chocula.
I don't have, I may have to prep some overnight oats, actually.
Listen, you can find a supermarket in Lowell, Massachusetts when you make your way out to Chaotic Wrestling.
Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, see me in the Chaotic Countdown. If you're not going to be there in person, I did not set a thing for it, but I know that maybe Adam NX67 will be the one to drop the link to the Twitch and or YouTube of Chaotic Wrestling. He did it yesterday, and I really meant to make a command for it for today. If they book me a second time, I'll do it then.
There we go. In the meantime, Harry will get his Count Chocula.
Yeah, you want a Nightbot command? You got to book me again.
Is that a bit alert? Make your own Nightbot command?
Maybe.
It could be. Folks,
maybe.
if you dedicate enough bits to this effort, Perry will create a bit alert for you to be able to create your own bit alert.
Folks, when you tune in on Saturday, we are going to have brand new goal. Thank you, Adam NX67. Look at that. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's not even paid. He's not even paid to be here. This guy just taking care of business.
He gets paid in smiles.
Where's my Ricky Martin?
Taking a sip from the cup of life.
Yeah, be sure to tune in tomorrow night, see how I do on the Chaotic Countdown. I'm pretty sure I'm going to win.
You're going to do great. It's what I've been saying this whole time.
Oh, and there's that Twitch. Thank you, Adam NX67. I will be dropping those links into the Discord tomorrow before I leave on my way to the booking.
Chaotic broadcasts all live on Twitch, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're live on Twitch and live on YouTube.
Are you following them yet? You probably should. And then when you tune in, tell them Perry sent you.
You know, come to think of it, I don't know if I'm following. Folks, I am a professional.
Yep. Pro gamer, pro wrestler.
Go. Adam X67, hell yeah. I see that. I see you dropping
modeler, pro figure builder. You name it. Woke up. New York City. God. For 1 year, he was the best. He was the best in the world.
Folks, if you haven't followed and subscribed to Adam NX67, be sure to do it. Thank you, Nicobeats. That's right.
There
I'm a pro gamer. Where's my pro gamer sound? I swear, one day I'm gonna get real good at finding these.
Bro, gamer.
I just realized I have to update. When we go off this, I have to update the panels on my Twitch channel, which means I have to make another graphic.
Channel panels, folks.
Channel panels. Oh, God, something about that doesn't sound. I don't like how it feels to say those words.
Philo.
Yeah.
That's why.
All right, you brought me back. Folks, we are just a mere 19,000 bits. No, that can't be right. We are a mere 7,000 bits from the current bit goal. Guys, you just got to rattle a few bogs. That's all it's going to take.
25,000 bits. How do you measure a basement studio? Yeah, I am excited that that's definitely happening sooner than I had anticipated. Insulation and cups of coffee. Yep, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Adam NX67 is a whore for himself. Or somebody that does tricks for money. Or candy. So which is it?
Or candy.
You just feed yourself candy out of Medic 6-7. It's okay if you do. I like candy.
My illusions. Who's going to set off that doink alert? Like 193, I think.
Doink Square's makeups.
Folks, join the Patreon and you can hear me tell the stories of watching Doink piss on the side of a building. Yeah, you know, it's funny.
We will seek out Billy King and have him do his best Sweet Scott Ashworth impression.
Ooh.
To add to the bit alert collection.
I like that everyone else's Sweet Scott impression is just an impression of Billy King's impression.
Yup. And I'm okay with it.
I think it's better that way.
Guys, Billy King might be the guest on Saturday for karaoke.
I'm not going to confirm who is or who isn't.
Of course you're not.
Could be anybody.
You're an old pro. Could even be a boat.
There we go.
We made it.
Oh, it's set off the wrong alert. I'm going to fix it. Not higher. Eye level. Eye level.
Oh, I thought it was actually, it could even be a boat.
No, the alert just got set off for the 193, but it was it set off the wrong alert because Twitch does that sometimes because it's not very bright. So I'm gonna go set the correct one off. Hang on. Here we go. Come on. Oh, Twitch, you're so slow. Oh my God. There we go.
Or candy.
There it is.
We made it. Woke up in BT City.
Thank you, Day Without Darkness.
The homie.
I've been standing with my line out in the water and fish keep biting and then wandering away because I've been too busy trying to set off a bit alert.
Ricky Martin scares away the fish. Who knew? I mean, I know if anybody in chat was that fish, Ricky Martin wouldn't scare them away. If anything, he would act like bait. That's bait.
That's true. That's bait. Where's my Ricky Martin?
Send that record to you before I forget. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look at this track listing and just be like, man, this record's way better than I remember, because that's what I do.
Which is crazy because you already remember it as being pretty awesome.
It's really good. I remember like the first like 5 or 6 tracks. You're like, can't skip that. Can't skip that either. Yeah, what the hell, man? Oh yeah, and then the last 4 tracks are all in Spanish, and like you've already heard the originals, and 3 of the last 4. There's a B-side on it, as you do.
It was a different time. They still had B-sides.
I know, and it was on CDs. Like, didn't even have to flip that thing over.
It's not even a pay-per-view.
Not even a pay-per-view. Right, send that. And then I'm also going to send you the Enrique Iglesias album that came out around the same time, because if we're in that genre, you might as well have a basis of comparison. I'm going to fall asleep. No, it's only 6 o'clock. I'm fine. We're doing great.
You said that, and I looked down at my real clock, and I was like, no. Been a day, folks. It's been a day. It's been hot as hell. It wasn't supposed to be.
I got home from work, I ate something, and I got on this stream. So if the form is rare, yeah, it's been lightly cooked throughout the day.
So I went outside when I knew it was hot and did my cardio outside for an hour. And didn't realize till afterwards when I was putting the clip of the jump rope portion on my Instagram that it had been like over 90 degrees. And I was like, ugh. Came inside and I have not stopped sweating since.
Yep. That's the story of today.
Yep. It's a sweaty day. Sweaty damn day.
Yeah, that's the all right. We gotta send this.
Adam and XX7 still going with lyrics down in the. Are those Ricky Martin lyrics? What are those?
Well, oh no, it's Bonnie Tyler. R.I.P. If you saw the news, Bonnie Tyler passed today.
I did, yeah. Real shame. Although that was how I found out. That was how I found out that she was Welsh.
Yep.
Because that's like the headline on everything, and I'm like, I don't know that you need to qualify where she was from. Like, she's just
like
wicked famous and a singer.
Yeah.
Like, I don't recall a lot of headlines that were like, American pop star Michael Jackson died.
Yeah, only in the European press or something would you ever see that. And even then, probably not. But I can't also claim to know what the headlines were the day that happened. I definitely don't think they bothered to qualify it. Yeah. I mean, for him, you could just say King of Pop. Like,
certainly.
And it takes up way less room. But no, I'm sure there's definitely others that you could just be like, American pop sensation so-and-so has passed away from such and such.
Damn such and such taking away all our so-and-sos.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it. Down with the such and such, I say.
Yeah, get up. Come on, get down with the such and such.
You know, actually, in honor of this passing, I'm going to put in one of my favorite fight scenes into the Discord that is done to a Bonnie Tyler song. No, it's not Shrek.
That means definitely Shrek.
You know, I could just start another, everybody add your favorite Bonnie Tyler-based fight scene to this.
I thought you were going to say everyone add your favorite Shrek scene.
I'm not mad if it just devolves into that or evolves into that.
Everyone, please add your favorite Shrek fight scene.
Anyways. Gotta listen to that when I get off stream. Maybe I'll just sing it on stream. Who knows? Every now and then I fall apart, folks. Non-novelty.
My knowledge of Shrek is pretty limited. Like, I know I've seen the first couple of movies, probably.
Probably like the first three are probably the most important. And then I think there's a fourth, but I think there's a bunch of spin-offs too. I know Shrek 1 and 2 are like top tier. And then I remember seeing a third. Where have all the good monster trucks gone? They're right here on Twitch.
It's true. I'm right here.
Where's the streetwise Pericles?
Nickabeans, the list of movies I can do that with has gotten longer over the years, but they're almost exclusively different holiday movies. Like the movies that I can quote beginning to end, like for non-holiday movies, I think it's mostly just Wayne's World 1 and 2. Ferris Bueller. And then I'm not sure which other ones. I guess probably the first 6 Star Wars movies. But then like Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2, Muppet Christmas Carol, Jingle All the Way, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, Groundhog Day. So yeah, mostly holiday films. Just, not all for the same holiday.
I like that it's diversified.
Yeah, I will say in our house we forever, like when we were younger, we were always like, oh yeah, Halloween. It goes Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and then whatever for the rest. That was our holiday hierarchy with me and my wife. Now I believe it probably goes Groundhog Day, Christmas, and then maybe Thanksgiving, and then all the rest. Dang it. Dang yard sleeping.
Our soil is so well tilled, it's just made for sleeping.
I'd rather have well-tilled soil than a well-soiled till.
Ain't that the truth?
I'd rather be dead in California than alive in Arizona. You know, if Lucille Bluth ever said anything that's 100% spot on, that's it.
Yep. And I mean, I could only picture myself going to Arizona for about a 2-week span to watch Major League Baseball spring training.
Oh God, you could do it in way less time than that. Sorry. You could do it in way less time than that. Was very professional of me to just talk through a yawn.
Everybody bounces in and out of there. Like they'll do like their couple days / 5 days, whatever, and then leave, and somebody else comes in and plays a whole bunch. So like, if I wanted to see a bunch of teams, I'd probably stay out for around 2 weeks.
Now, would you just be like, screw it, I'm gonna spend wildly here and get myself like a box to watch from that's air conditioned?
Oh no, those fields are the most mediocre. So
oh no,
they don't really have boxes.
Oh, so you're just baking out on a bleacher?
Yes, or in like yard seats. Like we're hanging at the meadows.
Well, hear me out then. Would you spend lavishly on a big floppy sun hat like a gardening lady?
I mean, yes, I have one of those already. It has the Colorado Rockies logo on it. Mine looks sort of like a cross between a big floppy gardening hat and a fisherman's hat. And I definitely bought it at a CVS in California in like 2009. To keep the sun off of me, and it is still the hat I use all summer. When I go to the beach, I wear it. When we go hiking, I wear it. Yeah. I've worn that thing around Japan. I've worn that thing around Canada. I've worn that thing around Mexico. I've worn that thing to frickin' Yosemite, and it was a like $12 hat at a CVS. I mean, you've seen the Taco Fest bucket hat that I wear. That is my new metal answer to the floppy sun hat. Is it covers my 360 degrees the way that I need it to.
Yep.
But no, I absolutely adore the OG floppy sun hat. Because I have a Rockies one that's a wider brim all around. Makes me feel like Raiden.
Yeah. Got to tell you, a huge recent disappointment I had involved that hat. So our ride-on mower continued to be a problem forever, and we're just gonna get rid of it. We're gonna sell it off, and we're getting rid of the lawn. We're renting a sod cutter.
I'll celebrate that.
Yeah, we're renting a sod cutter, ripping the lawn up, flipping it over upside down so all the grass dies, and then we're just dropping in seeds and trees and putting in a bunch of native plants that just are ground cover and trees and making a forest. Psyched on it. Really looking forward to it.
Like half orchard, half forest, depending on whatever you choose and all.
Some careful paths cut through it. Yeah, very Hobbit-like.
Yes.
And one of the things that I was like, oh, well, the grass does need to be cut before we can do that. We can't go cutting the sod while the grass is like a foot tall. So we went and we bought a push mower that is electric. Battery lasts about 45 minutes. I got a big yard. I've done 3 rounds of a full battery, and I probably have about half the yard done.
Okay.
And this was the disappointment that involved the hat. I had the realization, oh, this thing runs really quiet, like super quiet. I don't need to wear earplugs. I can instead put on my noise-canceling headphones and listen to music quietly or listen to podcasts quietly and be uninterrupted. But the hat I wear, because it's so damn sunny, is an all-sides floppy sun hat. I can't wear headphones with that. so now I'm just walking around out there with my stupid thoughts in my head the whole time. I don't want my thoughts in my head. I want to listen to a podcast. I want to hear
somebody else's thoughts.
Right. I want to hear 2 to 3 middle-aged white guys talk about God only knows what, because that's what every podcast is.
Pretty much. And God, don't go looking in the baseball podcast world if you want that to be refuted. You will be disappointed.
I will say most of the podcasts I listen to are definitely a different makeup than that. I just like that is kind of the truth about podcasts.
It's the bit, especially if you look at wrestling podcasts.
Yeah, like I listen to the Mega 64 crew, who I guess are now technically, they're all middle-aged because they're my age or a little bit younger. But they're certainly not all white guys. And they do have Meg, who is part of the crew, so it's not all guys. And then, I listened to Penn's podcast, but he's in his 70s now, so certainly not middle-aged.
Doesn't look a day over 69.
Nice.
I thought so.
Very kind of you to say that, yeah. Shouts out Penn Gillette listening at home or watching at home on Twitch, whatever. Maybe he's listening.
Fellow Greenfieldian.
That's, I don't know if that's the term. I assume it must be.
Shout out to all of those watching at home from Greenfield, Massachusetts who do not identify as Greenfieldians. That way we include everyone.
I remember, so when I was getting toward the end of high school was when...
What was the mascot?
For what?
For Greenfield High School. What was the mascot?
Oh, God. An ocean wave called the Green Wave.
Shout out to all you Green Wavers watching at home on Twitch.
The Heat Waver, Bill Dotree waving on the side of the highway and getting sunburned.
The Heat Waver.
The Bulldozer.
The Bulldozer.
What? Why do you keep calling me Bill? Man, Bill Dotree rules. Shout out Stephen Root watching at home on Twitch.
He's unbelievable. The amount
I like
of
that he's
things
getting his flowers now because he's on that Bay Window show.
He did that. He did Barry. He was awesome in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, he hasn't had like much of a stretch where he just didn't have work.
He's the only really quoted character from Office Space.
Yep.
Which, like, I didn't know that was him.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's literally just his face.
So this all worked in a funny order where, like, I recognized him in Brooklyn Nine-Nine as Charles's dad, and then afterwards he's like, we were riding together, like, he's also Bill Dotreve, right? And I'm like, no, he's not. Yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
So it literally went, I jumped over a whole thing while appreciating Bill this whole time, just not knowing that it was the same guy. And then I watched Barry after all of this, and crazy.
Watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I did not realize it was the same guy until the wedding episode where he's getting married and he's having second guesses. And they're like, what? They ask him what's wrong. And he goes, oh, I'm just sitting here second guessing every decision I've ever made in my life. Yep. And he says it just like Bill. And I was like, wait a minute. And I hit back on my, I think it was on Disney Plus. I was watching it on Hulu at the time. I hit back 10 seconds and it played that line again. I go, no. I went straight to Wikipedia.
I love moments when that happens, when you set, like, completely, independent of any other source. You're just like, wait, that kind of sounds like, oh my God, it is.
Man, it's a national treasure.
Shout out to Stephen Root. God. I don't know where you're from, but I hope there's a statue there in the center of town.
I hope you can call out.
Stephen Root, I don't know what you're doing tomorrow, but can you call in sick?
I'm telling you, Groundhog Day is not appreciated as much as it should be.
No, it is not. And I just watched the Who's the Boss episode of Community yesterday. So yeah, I'm freshly on that kick.
Now you did watch some of or all of, I can't remember, Silicon Valley, right?
I'm probably about. I think this last run I made it about 2/3 of the way through before I fell off. My greatest
Did you make
record
it to where
yet. No.
Did you make it to where he shows up?
No.
Oh man, he's so good. He's so good.
I still have it, and I've eyed that show again because I've made it. The last time was the farthest I made it through, and then something else, as it's happened 5 times prior, has just interrupted the flow. But this time, I think I can pick up towards the end of one of the seasons without having to be brought back up to speed on everything.
Yeah, I'm definitely due for another run through of it. Because it was like whatever HBO or Showtime or something.
Yeah, HBO.
I don't have access to it on streaming, so like I have it all downloaded somewhere.
Yeah.
So at some point I'm gonna give it another run because it truly is like one of my all-time favorite shows. Everyone on it is just so good.
I got the urge also because I did an Office Superfans run through again, and Dwight's brother.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, damn.
Yep. And also what's his name from the Orlando branch there? What's his name on The Office? He's a tall skinny guy.
Zach Woods there.
Yeah, Zach Woods.
Gabe.
Because he's such a pivotal part of Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
He's so good. He's so good on that. There's at one point someone says
him in Silicon Valley made me appreciate Gabe in The Office more.
Same. I couldn't. I had seen him on Silicon Valley first, but then it was a long time after seeing him there before I saw The Office for the first time because I came to The Office very late in the game.
Gotcha.
And by the time I got to the end of The Office where he shows up, it had been even longer. So I hadn't really put the two together and didn't really recognize him and wasn't thinking about it. And then I went back and watched it. I was like, oh, that's right. Oh, man, do I like Gabe way better now.
Yeah. I agree. I didn't love it because I saw The Office first, of course. And, it didn't hit for me at first, but also I didn't necessarily have the taste for that kind of character archetype, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you watch enough between him and Jesse Eisenberg and Michael Cera, and there are... to a lesser extent, because he only did so many movies, but he had his own stand-up aura. Dimitri Martin. There was like just the lanky, awkward guy era.
Yeah. I mean, Bo Burnham fits into that.
Yeah. Top Shelf Troy went shopping with him.
Well, he did more than that. They were like high school friends. Like they were like school buddies.
Right. No, but I know. But that's the funny way to bring him into it, because then people can come up to Troy and just be like, "Hey, were you and Bo Burnham buy together?" And he can just be like, it was like striped collared shirts or something like that.
Yeah. That's a very good Troy Nelson impression.
I've had enough time to work on it.
That's going to be my trigger sound to do my impression. Striped collared shirts.
Striped collared shirts. He digs into his rasp when he starts doing Bo Burnham to kick the thing off, and then he launches into his regular cadence.
Last night I was frantically looking for something that I could put on and not really pay too much attention to while I was doing my treadmill time, because my headphones were dead, and if it's something I really want to pay attention to, I needed in the headphones to hear it well enough.
Okay. Yeah.
So I went onto the WWE Vault and just searched full events and scrolled till I saw something that looked ridiculous that I don't ever remember watching beginning to end. And it was the inaugural King of the Ring is what I went with.
Very nice.
And yeah, oh man, Mr. Hughes is underrated.
Mr. Hughes, Ice Train, pick a time, man.
Dude, when I was watching him in that match and I'm going like, I don't ever remember him moving like this. Am I just out of my mind? This is incredible. He's in there with Mr. Perfect and they had one little blown spot. And the rest of the time I'm going, how is this giant, massive man keeping up with Mr. Perfect? But anyways, so I always take a time lapse when
for him. First of all, just as a mild side note
Yeah.
there. Binge a whole bunch of like Ice Train, Mr. Hughes, stuff like that. Because his get up and go is crazy.
That was what was crazy about it. And it was during that real loose ropes era of WWF. Mm-hmm. So he's just zipping into those ropes. He's hitting them. You know how everyone talks about like no one hit the ropes like Sean.
Right.
He's hitting the ropes like Sean.
Right.
Only he's like 400 pounds. Yeah, so I always take a time lapse when I do my cardio. And I do my cardio for an hour. So it's only the first hour of the event, but in a 28-second time lapse, once it's all time lapsed down. And it's this big on an Instagram story.
Right.
And I woke up this morning to a message from Troy Nelson going, "You're watching 93 King of the Ring." How did you get that?
Of course he knew. He didn't even need to look at your story.
I was looking at that story with the tiny little square zipping by, and I'm going
from his bed and just knew Perry's watching King of the Ring. He didn't even see your story.
Honestly, like I was like, how could he possibly have discerned that from this clip? There's no way. But of course he did.
His spidey sense was tingling, dude. Like, Troy knows when anybody is watching something between the years of 90 and like 98, 99.
He's going somewhere right now. There's a screen with Harvey Whippleman on it.
I should be there.
I better make sure Perry's okay.
If he has a treadmill set up next to his, I'll walk with him. I might die, but he would say that, so I'm not being insulting. But
no, that's exactly how he would say it, yeah.
I just have to do the disclaimer so anybody in chat was like, wow, that's mean. No, it's not. It's real. It's
in case anyone goes, wow, that's mean.
It's real and it's spectacular. Troy Nelson is going to be the guest at the end of the all-day stream, by the way, folks.
That's look, I'm not here to confirm or deny.
It's Troy Nelson.
But I might deny it. Oh yeah, he's going to drive out for that.
There's a reason he's been to your house before, so it can't be him.
It's true. It can't be him. He has stepped inside to use the restroom before. So he's ruled out. Yeah. That's a good point.
We set him up and we knock him down, folks.
I should have him out sometime, and I'll do a stream of just like old wrestling all day.
It's just you guys playing WWF Raw for the Sega 32X.
Yeah.
He would be down.
The SNES WWF Royal Rumble game.
Yep. So we're doing the post 2000, this coming all day stream. The pre 2000 is when Troy comes out.
He would at least have to call in for a portion of it.
I love that. Hey Troy, what do you know about Discord?
He'd make it work. Man's a professional.
Right. Troy, it's just like Zoom. I don't need another app. Troy, come on. All right.
He doesn't even need the app. Just go open the website.
Website?
I can send him a link. He'll be fine.
He'll figure it out. Man's an old pro. You're right.
Oh, God, he's Hepburn.
Folks, if you're not following Top Shelf Troy Nelson on Instagram, go follow him all at the same time. So he's very confused as to why he got this sudden influx of actual real people followers on Instagram. Because real Instagrammers know that doesn't happen these days. It's like real person bot, real person bot, bot, real bot, real bot, or something like that.
Yeah, if everyone who's actively listening in the chat could go follow Troy Nelson all at once on Instagram. There you go. There's his there's his link. Everyone can go follow our friend Troy Nelson. He is not going to know what's going on.
This is a free trip to Biddy City, folks, because this is a good bit.
Great bit. I hope that he has to ask us later because there's people that we'll be the only mutuals. Like, yeah, like Adam NX67 will be
Johnny,
the only mutuals. Who are these people? Why'd they all follow me at once? Oh, that's Troy. That's definitely Troy. Ty wears glasses. That's Troy.
Yep, that's him, and he does wear glasses. Just like the rest of us.
Define super different. In what way? Or don't, if it's upsetting. Now that I think about it. If you're asking, is he heavier than you remember him? Yeah.
If the last time you saw him was 2012, then yes.
Yeah.
I could see that, Adam. Yep. A lot of mutual folks, kindred spirits. Yes, the 4 pillars of grind.
Wait, hang on. Who are listed as the 4 pillars of grind?
You, me, Delmy, and Rip.
Well,
proper. I'm not gonna deny nothing.
I was gonna say that's my agreement, but like I love that everyone's actually going and following him. This is great.
This is awesome.
Share it with your friends. Tell them to all go follow him too. This will be a really good
Somebody
bit.
drop that in the Discord. Tell them to keep the bit up if they're not in this Twitch stream, and I am so happy this is happening.
Genuinely, if we could get him like 20 follows in one night, he would be so confused. Because he does nothing. He does nothing to
he never
like
shills any of his stuff.
Yeah,
Where
like
are
to
all
know
these
that
people
he
coming from?
Yeah, to find out he has social media is hard.
They must want to talk to me about duck pin bowling.
Like I had Michael Labby had to message me and be like, "Do you have Troy's Instagram? Because I can't get a hold of him, and I'm supposed to get him this thing." And I was like, "Oh," and I sent him one. He goes, "Yeah, that's the one I was looking at." I go, "Oh no, wait, sorry, that's the one he stopped using like 5 years ago. Here's his current one." And he goes, "Wow, I've never seen this account."
It's
and
funny.
that's someone who's like a friend of his.
Dude, whenever I tag him for commentary, I always use the defunct account, and I've been doing it for over a year. Beyond this awareness now, I've been using Troy off the hop rope for a minute now. Just so like, oh, it has Troy in it. Troy, why don't you use the one that says Troy in it?
Good bit.
You have so many of those.
Thank you, Adam NX67.
God.
One of the true troopers on the Discord.
What a mensch.
Don't worry. Adam NX67's got me.
It's time to plant more grass, isn't it? Them chickens be
I believe Ty stands for Troy, you know? I think that's why it's Ty wears glasses.
Yeah, it's the first and last letter. That's exactly why, and no other reason. Oh. There we are. I got too joyful on the amount of follows. And my eyes started watering.
I got too joyful.
God. Or wait, we're talking about Troy. I got too Troyful. Excuse me.
Oh. Delicious trifle.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we have plenty of those in this first one here. A couple trifles. I could build an oil maker. We can have trifle oil.
Adam NX67, we'll talk about mod powers. Truthfully, like I've not really ever looked into like what a mod even does on these channels and how to use them.
Like if a streamer is playing a game that's spoiler free and somebody drops in spoilers, the mod is the one that, boots them out of the chat, bans them, etc. If it's a regular stream and somebody is being racist, homophobic, transphobic, anything like that, and you're locked in on the game. The mod is the one that'll, delete the message and ban the user and stuff like that.
Yeah, I figure the thing I would do is send that person my list of pre-prepared Nightbot commands so that they just have them at the ready. So if I'm like, hey, and I mention Rad Pro Wrestling, they can just exclamation point rad and make it pop up.
And part of why we've never talked about a moderator thing, because that came up in one of your other chats, is
That's
because none of your chats have ever needed moderating. At least from the ones I've seen, I've never seen anybody come in and start being rampantly racist or homophobic or anything like that.
Yeah, no, everyone plays nice. Like the one or two times that someone's gone a little, not even off the rails, but like starting to lean into something that I didn't like. And it's someone you and I talked about when it happened. I just shot them a private message and was like, hey, just a heads up. That's not cool. And here's why. And that person responded to me and was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
Yep. Right. Like
that's one of the things of having
mods.
Like I have a very nice community. That's the first thing, but it's also a small community. So it's much easier to manage.
Right.
Like I said, I've only ever had to like talk to someone like once or twice.
Right. No, and it's like if that need ever came up, and if the channel suddenly gains a reach of 5 times what it is today, and suddenly people start coming in, you start doing the YouTube, Twitch at the same time, anything like that. I've noticed YouTube likes to get a little more randy than your average Twitch user does. So then a mod might come into play there.
I should go see if anyone's actually watching on the YouTube, because I keep neglecting to ever look at the chat on YouTube, and then when I go back and see like the replay, like, oh yeah, there was a bunch of people trying to chat at me. Should have said hi. I mean, they said hi. I should have said hi.
Right. Yeah, my primary one is set to YouTube, but I will look over at the multi-stream periodically and just see. When I was doing solo, I would just leave it on multi-stream all the time, and the YouTube would occasionally pipe up. Whenever I was playing Silksong, people would just be like, you're playing Steel Soul and you keep dying. Thanks, guys.
Oh, speaking of, over on the YouTube, someone did just pop in to ask me, are you going to... Oh, thank you. And someone else just wished me a happy birthday. Thank you very much.
Hell yeah. YouTube chat winning.
What a crazy screen name this is. Uncle Touchy. That's the screen name. Said, you're going to be at Limitless on the 17th. Johnny Torres will be at Limitless on the 17th. I will be in Vermont wrestling for Green Mountain Wrestling. It'll go by in the ticker down below.
And getting some Green Mountain coffee.
A good idea.
I mean, there's a whole vlog thing. We're just waiting for that to happen. Harry goes to Green Mountain Coffee, gets sponsored.
Cabine says it is so past your bedtime. We started the stream late, is what happened.
Yeah.
So I think we go through, like, based on what I'm seeing for time, 1 or 2 more days is about what we usually hit on here.
That's fine. Yeah, our cadence is definitely a little off tonight, so it's just we're kind of just playing it by ear. But yeah, we can run through another day or two, whatever you're feeling, man. Yeah,
I got a billion geodes that I've yanked in that I need to have the blacksmith take care of. So I need at least 1 more day, or else I don't like leaving things unfinished.
I feel that. Yeah, cool. We'll run through 1 more. We'll satiate Nicobeans by putting the Perry to bed. Everything will be good.
Mm-hmm. Well, and what everyone won't see is that when I'm done here, I still have about an hour's worth of intense work that I'm going to be doing right here at the computer to get ready for the all-day stream.
So what you're saying is it's the chaotic countdown before the chaotic countdown.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nicobene says we're headed into Perry after dark. I've kept myself in pretty good check on this stream. Although I am sitting
to bad.
I mean, look, I've been throwing up the guns and flexing. I've been giving the people what they want. I opened with that. I said straight up, I'm sitting here barefoot.
Right.
For the proper bits being thrown, I will show feet on Twitch.
Imagine
I'm not afraid of a ban. I'm not afraid of a ban.
The beginning you advertised that, and like I didn't hear any tickets being punched to Biddy City. I didn't hear any of this.
That's right. I mean, we had one bit alert go off earlier. It was the Doink the Clown illusion bit.
No, nothing that warranted, access for chat to toes and heel. Like,
yeah, you see my heel turn. these why go to their banana stand when you can see my heel turn? Dad, are they strippers? If I know your Uncle Job, they're at least that.
At least that. For a while in Maine, there was when Cityside Restaurant was still open and IWE was still a thing, there was a handful of people that would like to, use insider terms and be like, you're a bad heel, and stuff like that. So after a while, I would just start yelling back at them, I'm not a heel, I'm the whole foot.
Oh, the Foot Clan.
Yeah. So I
working
ran
for
with
the
that.
shredder.
I ran with that for a minute. The whole foot.
Yeah. Adam NX67 says, my Perry streak has reached 101. I may throw some bits on Saturday for Perry to do Cruella de Vil for karaoke. Yo, I'll sing Cruella. I think I'm scared of that. He's jealous of, I'm sorry, I got all fired up. The audacity.
The name of Pongo and Purdy.
Yeah, see, thank you. Thank you. I mean, who knows? It's possible that Saturday comes and you're going to see who the mystery guest for karaoke is, and you're going to want them to sing more than me. Because that's going to be the deal. Like, you can throw bits, and then you get to pick which one of us you want to sing a thing.
It's Danny Elfman.
I will say, because of my mic setup, I don't think that me and my guest are going to be able to do any duets, unfortunately. It's a little tough because it's just a one.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, see, there it is. Adam NX67 just says, well, what if I want a duet? The duet's going to be really tough. This mic is really tuned to only listen to one voice.
Let's do it.
Make it really tough. Well, you know what Nike says, just duet.
Just duet.
Adam NX67 wants to know if you can name all 15 puppies.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely.
You know how much I wanted you to suddenly reveal that that's like a thing that you've hyperfixated on?
Nope. Sorry.
Well, next time.
You know what I want? I want Casper and Beam NG. You know what? I want a Casper-themed monster truck.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, the Casper monster truck. There is one. He was a classic.
Good. But like an actual friendly ghost.
Yeah, it was literally Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Thank God.
I'm going to send you some pictures later. It'll blow your mind because it is one of the most gorgeous things you've ever seen. It was an old school truck.
Did they do the Goofy Brothers too? Like Fatso?
No, I don't think so.
Well, can't win them all. But I'm glad that Casper got Casper.
Monster truck world is very progressive, and they would never body shame that way.
Fatso owned his size. Oh, he didn't feel shame. He was
have
already
to stop
dead.
Calling him that.
He was already dead. No, I mean, I got his McDonald's toy. I feel pretty good about it.
That's good. Oh, that's right. The Casper music video is on Discord, and it's set to Bonnie Tyler.
Beautiful.
What a time to be alive.
Turn around.
I got a whole bunch of stuff. I just broke a bunch. Let's see. Would you like me to save the iron ore and copper ore? Yes, I believe.
Iron ore and copper ore. Yep. The far left chest is where I store any and all ores and bars.
I also got a earth crystal. It does not say anything about the guy at the museum, though.
earth crystal I have in my first chest.
Okay. Got sandstone. I also got granite.
Might be able to just straight up sell.
Okay, yeah, I figure most people, it's sandstone, but most people take it for granite. Come on.
Hey!
Speaking of, I also got granite. I got some mudstone, but it says Gunther can tell you more if you donate it to the museum.
I think I have one of those too. I gotta run.
I got limestone,
Hold on.
calcite.
Let's see. Minerals. Calcite. Well, go back about 2 before what you were saying. It said sandstone, granite.
Yeah, sandstone, granite, mudstone, limestone, calcite. I got some petrified slime. It says this little guy may be 100,000 years old. Then I got clay, and I got another dwarvish helm.
Good chunk of this you can sell. Hunting for. And then the only one that Gunther said he had interest in was the mudstone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you can sell all of those. 'Cause I'm running
Okay.
I'm running a mudstone over to Gunther right now. Don't take that out of context, chat. And
Good heavens.
but yes, otherwise
Running a mudstone is crazy talk.
I don't know. Do you think it feels good?
I mean, honestly, it kind of sounds like pooping. It sounds like if I was taking a poop that I really needed to poop.
You're like driving along and you're in traffic and you want to get off the off ramp to the rest area, but the traffic is just moving so slow.
Guys
So you're
out here
starting to do
running
the
a
little
mudstone.
run in place thing. Yeah.
Guys out here running a mudstone.
Running up that mudstone. Ba-dum.
Let's see. So all of it, the granite and all that, I can just sell.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say the ores at this point are probably the primary thing we really need. And that's just for upgrading our own tools. And then eventually we'll be able to chop up hardwood and make our houses gigantic. It's all coming together. YouTube banned the MV with equalizer, alien electric eye.
Yeah.
I can see that. Judas Priest are kind of clingy. That's okay. They wrote Turbo Lover. They've already said that they were clingy.
You know, but they also wrote Breaking the Law.
Yeah.
What the hell? They're supposed to be rebels. Yeah, everybody's a big rebel until they're like, oh no, my intellectual property. Yeah.
Yep.
Bunch of babies.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I don't think intellectual property is property.
Nope, not really. I think you can retain it for a little while, but I don't think it's
Sure.
as long as what a lot of IP law says.
Now look, I'm not here to villainize the Disney company. But copyright law in America and IP law in America was essentially written to appease Walt Disney back when. And since then, it's only been made worse by the tech oligarchs.
I mean, we've all just learned since from Robot Chicken that Walt Disney is a giant robotic spider living underneath Epcot.
Always was.
Nobody was surprised.
Yeah, that friendly old man that would host the Disneyland TV show back when, that wasn't Walt Disney.
Oh,
They're an animation company. He was a cartoon. A very realistic one.
animatronics. He was practically a part of the Country Bear Jamboree.
I mean, now they do. I don't know if you know about this. They do have a Walt animatronic show in
Hell yeah.
Disneyland.
Hell yeah.
So the old Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, which is sort of like what was the precursor to the Hall of Presidents,
Yeah.
where Abe Lincoln was the first ever humanoid animatronic.
As it should.
That show remains in its entirety on Main Street USA in Disneyland. But now it's on a rotating stage and it switches every performance. So it'll do Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. And if when you leave, you go right out and go right back in the entrance on the other side, it becomes, I think it's called the Walt Disney Story or something like that. And it's essentially the same sort of idea of a show as Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln, only at the end, the animatronic, instead of being Lincoln, is Walt Disney. I've not seen it yet. They installed it after I was last there.
I was hoping they would do they would have like a Steve Martin Short kind of chemistry. No.
So
Walt
funny,
Disney.
funny you go that direction. When I first moved to California, Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln was not playing for the first few years because they had just had it was just a couple years after the 50th anniversary of Disneyland. Now they're at like the 70th or something like it, because they hold on to the anniversaries for a long time.
Yeah.
Where they celebrate them for like multiple years. So they still had a few remnants of the 50th thing. They had a documentary about Disneyland called The First Great 50 Years that was hosted by Steve Martin. And that's what they were showing in there. And the whole documentary is Steve Martin trying to be a very earnest host and being interrupted by Donald Duck. And they're having antics and fights throughout.
Perfect.
It's particularly good because, and I'm sure you're aware of this, but Steve Martin's first job ever, as a very young boy, he was like 8, was selling guides. Yeah, selling the guidebooks when people first came in the park. They sold for something like 5 cents a piece. He was paid a whopping sum of 75 cents a day.
Of course.
But they were only allowed to work until like lunchtime.
Yeah.
And then the kids who were hired for that were like, yep, you're done. That's your day. And so every day he would take his 75 cents and he would spend 50 cents of it to go to the Golden Horseshoe Corral and watch Wally Bogue. And while he was there, he would get himself a hot dog and a soda. And like that was where he was like, yeah, I want to be a comedian when I grow up, because he saw Wally Bogue at the Golden Horseshoe Review in Disney. I found some. Gunther can tell me more about this. Elvish jewelry.
Hell yeah.
Elvish Presley.
Yes.
I'm putting it in the second to last trunk.
Hell yeah. Okay. Cool. Yes. Look at that. You polished that up real nice. Baby, you got a stew going.
That's right.
Last chance to organize. Let's see. You have a copper axe, so I'm going to smelt more iron in preparation for next time.
Then you're also going to delt it next time.
He who denies it supplies it.
Supplies. That's one of the only jokes from UHF that probably wouldn't fly now.
Location confirmed. Sending supplies. Shout out to Star Fox watching at home on Twitch. That's relevant again. You a big Star Fox guy on N64 at all?
No, never played it.
Really?
It was one player, wasn't it?
It was one player. It has a multiplayer mode.
I never played any one-player games. The only games I played as a kid were wrestling games with friends, GoldenEye with friends, and pod racing with friends, and that's basically it.
Do you know why Star Fox 64 right now would be perfect for your current day
God,
setup?
why is that?
Do you know why? Because you know how long it takes to get through a single run of that game? About an hour and a half.
If you're good at it.
No, it's not that hard. There's win-lose branching conditions, so whether you get the objective or not, it'll send you off to another planet regardless. The game is awesome. Do a barrel roll. Yep, it's one of the most quotable games of all time. N64, you know you can run it.
That's true.
And you wouldn't even have to take up much of a stream with it. Hell
I was
yeah.
doing
All
a
right.
doing a physique
Run,
check in the
run,
camera.
run,
I got
run,
distracted by my own reflection.
run.
Oh, he's not going to make it.
I
Oh my
made
God,
it.
he made it. He made
Hell
it.
yeah.
All right, how much money did I make us with all that crap?
A lot of good stuff. Because, yeah, farming made a lot of money today. Yeah, we made a good 10 G's. We just
Not
need
bad.
to cut up some hardwood, and we'll be able to upgrade both our houses and have the biggest backpacks. And oh yeah, it's all
Sick. I
coming
do need
together.
a bigger backpack.
It's all coming together. But that will carry on next week.
Oh, we got to take our picture in the rain.
We do, and we will. I'm gonna get my camera ready.
I'm going to get my self camera ready.
Hell yes.
There we go.
Ready?
Nailed it.
Ready.
Say cheese.
Bad guy fall and poop. This is the part where we all throw our heads back and laugh. Ready. Ready. Anyways, golden. Well, everybody, it was a great time hanging out with everybody these last couple hours. We'll do it again, same time next week, probably earlier, depending on how schedules go. But be sure to support Perry Von Vicious tomorrow night as he counts down his debut in the Chaotic Countdown. And then we segue right on in. It's Perry Day Birthday Extravaganza. Wheel of Wrestling, turn, turn, turn. Show us the lessons that we should learn. But yeah, it's been a great time.
Saturday morning, set your alarms, folks. Saturday morning, 8:30 begins the pre-show nonsense for about a half hour. Don't pay attention to the sevens that Johnny Torres is flashing up. It is 8:30 is when the pre-show nonsense begins. Pre-show starts at 8:30. Come hang out for that. That's going to be chilled and relax. And then starting at 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., it'll be 2000s Wrestling Roulette, all kinds of games to check out. And we are going to be spinning the wheel, seeing what we play. And come 9 p.m., special guest in the house at 9 p.m. 9 to 11 is going to be karaoke to close out the show. The whole point of the weekend, we are going to be raising money to send myself and Delmi Exo to Monster Jam together so she can go to her very first monster truck event. We're going to be doing a giveaway of the translucent Delmi Exo prototype figure, one of one, the only one like it that exists, for better or for worse. And we're going to be doing that. It's going to be a blast. I have special birthday bit alerts that will be in effect for 1 day only. I will have everything ready for Twinkie Wiener sandwiches for that 1,000 bit alert, and I will eat as many of them as I have bought stuff for. I think I have enough for 10. So if you pop 10 of those, I will eat 10 Twinkie Wiener sandwiches on stream, folks. That's enough promo from me. On my side, we are going to jump and raid King Lord Brian over on KLBR. And Johnny Torres, we'll be talking tomorrow.
You already know. Hope you all have a great night. Enjoy the stream, folks.